Welcome to Unrolled, episode number
70.
You are lucky number 70, if that's a thing.
Okay.
My name is Mike.
69.
Right, yeah. That was a guy.
I did watch some of 69.
Yeah.
And that Helen Keller joke was fucked up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
That Helen Keller joke was fucked up.
my name is Mike. This is Chuck. Next to me is Drew, and our guest today is Casey. Say hi, Casey.
Hi, Casey.
There you go. Perfect. Good job. Today we're going to smoke cigars, talk shit, and look at Drew's notepad.
Okay, so this is...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I can't wait.
You
Look
can't.
at Drew's notepad.
I always see him writing that notepad.
I'm looking at them glasses, not that notepad. Can
Like
you just wear normal glasses? You don't even wear glasses, period.
I know, but I was really upset a couple weeks ago when I came in and you told me I was like so plain, and I was like, you're right, I am, and I got it.
Listen.
You did that, Chuck.
It's very offensive for the scene
To
wear glasses in front of the non-prescriptions.
Yeah, man.
All right.
For us prescription guys, you're
Right.
really hurting my feelings.
Right.
Not really.
I can't read the TV anymore. I'm gonna have to go. So
Seriously?
yeah,
So you don't have glasses or contacts or?
I'm supposed to
yet.
wear glasses, but I don't wear them. And now I can't read the TV no more, so I have to figure that out.
Yeah, you got to.
Today I'm smoking something new, Chuck. I got the, as we're talking about eyesight, Grand Age
Right.
2 from Gurkha.
Well, use Drew's glasses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, use Drew's glasses.
Can I see into the future?
The reading glasses.
Right.
Can I see into the future?
Yes.
I don't know if I did enough this morning to see into the future.
Looks like. Have you ever seen Ocean's 11?
Of course. Oh, yeah, the sexy dude, Brad Pitt.
No, he looks like the Jewish guy.
The old guy with the chain and
Yeah.
the Star David on him. Yeah.
What was his name?
The chest meat hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember his name.
Hesh?
And he had a heart attack and stuff.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
war.
yeah.
The guy ripped him off.
It's one of my fucking favorite movies.
So we kind of started off doing some questions for people at the beginning here to kind of get
I
this.
don't even know what she does.
Well, we're going to find out with
Find
these
out.
questions.
Yeah, see,
I
we're
don't,
gonna
even know who, I don't even know who you are
I
at
know.
all.
I fucking said Casey. I mean, what more do you want?
Fair
I didn't
enough.
say hi to you.
Hey, what's your...
You didn't introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's your sign?
Okay, so I'm Sagittarius, Capricorn. Crest.
Nobody gives a fuck. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
So I'm whatever one I want to be.
Oh, whatever you want to
Depending,
be.
I read them up both, and
Right.
then whichever one I like better.
Fucking
That's
chameleon.
the one that I am.
Chameleon. Whichever one you read that you
That I like
the
better.
Depends
most.
on how hard she hits the curb.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
like sometimes I read one and I'm
Aries
like,
month.
no. Then I read the other one. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So,
Oh,
How's
okay.
it split? Is it because of the day?
so it's like December 21st.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's the split. So
And that's your date of birth?
yes.
December 21st?
What's your social
Yes.
security number?
Right.
Right.
I was
What was your first pet's name?
Honestly,
How's your
if,
credit score?
if someone stole my identity right now, it might benefit me.
You know what I was
like
gonna
my
do?
credit score sucks, so have it, fuck it all up, and then let me be like, oh my god, it got stolen.
I had it in my hand this morning. I was getting ready to put it on when I noticed it was fucking raining. And I was going to wear my jersey in today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm
No.
going to work after this.
No, it's a Blackhawks jersey.
That's okay.
That would have
Been
been
great.
great. Classic.
Right, would have been great.
Listen, you like who you like. I'm not.
Yes, I like winners.
Right.
Right.
It's fine.
Well, where do you work at? You work at a sports bar? You don't have to say the name.
No, I work at the airport. I bartend at the airport.
You bartend at, like, Lambert?
Lambert Airport, yes.
Nice. Better than the Bethalto Airport, because that part is closed. So,
Yeah. Well, then that sounds like a good bar to work at if you're the only one there.
well, yeah, except for
Does
you would be
anyone fly
the
out of
only
Bethalto?
one there, so you'd have to tip out yourself. So,
Oh, so no one flies out of that airport?
well, no, they do, but the bar closed.
Yeah.
I'm
Like-
saying, but if
That
you
bar
open the
restaurant closed.
Yeah.
High flyers.
High flyers.
Did people eat and drink there?
Oh, yeah.
They
It
used to.
was
That's
actually
what I'm
pretty,
saying. So if
pretty
you open
nice.
it and you work there.
Sure, yeah.
They
Then
had
that's-
decent food.
Yeah, it was
Well,
actually
better.
fucking fantastic to go there. I loved watching planes fly in.
I think all the
Yeah.
airports, so I work in different units, like Terminal 2, Terminal 1, and it's all pretty basic stuff. I mean, you have to just think of, like, how we get it there.
Right.
So it's not fine dining,
Sure.
it's not high cuisine, but yeah, the food's good. The food's safe. It's a safe bet. If you...
How is it getting past security?
Do you have to do that every
you just
damn day?
breeze through?
I do have to do it every day. I do breeze through. I literally cut in front of everyone. So I have a badge. I, go around. So as people are waiting to see the agent, I just literally cut in front of them and I'm like, here's my badge.
Can we get two of those?
Yeah.
Um, get than you would think. You have to do a whole like criminal background check.
Yeah, they don't like me there.
Fingerprints, all that stuff.
I was arrested there once.
Really? What'd you do?
I forgot my gun in my backpack.
Oh my God! One of my friends just did that a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Wait till they get that fine from TSA.
$12,000.
Ooh, I feel they took pity on me. Yeah, they took pity on me.
I was told $12,000.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the high end. I don't know.
Mine was $4,000.
Okay,
So.
I mean that's still.
They probably look at your bank account.
Right.
But yeah, but did it shut down? Like, were there other people in line and just shut everything down?
No, they were super cool. He's like, yeah, walk this way. And I was fucking, so I waddled around like him and, you know, because I'm an asshole. And then, like, they literally detained me. I sat there because it was a 4 a.m. flight. So I sat there in their jail, airport jail, for 5 hours. And then
Holy shit.
St. Louis County came and got me. And then I went and got processed in St. Louis County.
Okay, yeah, my friend was in and out, man. Like, he was...
that's rich people shit. So,
yeah, like, he was cuffed. Well, I mean, he's flying Southwest. He's not rich.
huh?
Goddamn privilege.
Southwest.
That's why he's rich, because he's flying Southwest.
I was like, he's
They
not
have
rich.
money.
He's flying Southwest.
I was
That's
flying.
that white privilege.
Southwest is the...
No,
Southwest
well,
is
then
like
how
the
did I
white-
fucking get the fucking screws?
Well, as Dave would tell you, we're
Right,
not white people.
right, I know. So I think it was my tattoos, maybe the fact that the 40 cal was literally chambered. I don't know.
Wait,
And
what does that mean? I'm very good.
The bullet is in the...
Yeah. It,
Okay,
like,
so this guy's stuff was all, like, locked up, separated, like...
Oh,
I don't
still
know
in his
that.
check bag, though?
It was his check bag, yeah, but I think he was... I don't know, I guess they just thought it was very apparent that he didn't, like, mean to have it in there. It was just literally like, I've been traveling a lot, I've been switching between driving and flying. And
No, they arrested me, and then I went to St. Louis County, and I got arrested there, and then I got slapped when I got my passport. They slapped me with, like, a $4,000 fine. And then I lost pre-check, so which I don't know if I have that back yet or not. So,
wow.
yeah,
How long ago was that?
3 years ago. I don't know, 4?
Four,
yeah.
like that.
I mean, it happens.
This
like,
is my longest stint
it-
without cuffs ever. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, I just hit 10 years,
Nice.
and
Nice.
A coin
but
for that?
Yeah.
no, but that's why I almost didn't get the job at the airport, because I was like, it was December of last year, 2022, and they fall off after 10 years, right? So like, that's what they say.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
this is
not.
what I was told. Maybe
necessary.
I'm not a
I was-
biologist.
But so, essentially, like 10 years ago, I had a warrant in St. Clair County.
Right.
I got arrested. I got it all taken care. I mean, that stuff is all done behind me. But someone didn't stamp something,
Right.
and so it was technically still open
Nice.
on my background check.
Nice. But if you got pulled over, they
No,
didn't show.
yeah, I was like, no, I mean, I've been pulled over, like,
Right. Sure.
so I had to
Yeah.
go back to St. Clair County, have them give me a whole new background check,
Right.
get my stamp,
Right.
and then I started with you.
Nice.
But
Nice. So, you've is bartending like not the airport, like one of the better gigs that you've had bartending.
it's just really different, you know. I've done everything. I started bartending in St. Louis when I was like 19, 20.
Right.
And so that was a sports bar. It was like, holy shit, 2006. We were down on Washington Avenue. You know, Cardinals are winning the World Series.
Sure.
Lots of the Cardinals players lived down there at the time. It was
Right.
just wild.
Right.
So I went from that to Fraser's, which was a little more... have you been to Fraser's before over in Bedford?
I have a terrible memory.
Okay, well, I really recommend it. I mean, these guys have been there for like 35 years.
Right.
And when I tell you it is consistent, it is fucking consistent.
Nice.
And you don't get that at a lot of restaurants.
Right.
And they fired me, and I'm still telling you this.
Right.
So, like, that's how I can tell you it's a great spot.
We're trying to figure out if we're going to fire you from this podcast.
So you're not consistent, is what you're saying.
I'm not consistent.
oh,
yeah.
No, I'm very consistent. I consistently get bored every
Well, then
3
why
years
would
and
they
do
fire
something
you?
else.
Right.
Oh.
Fucking HR over here.
Oh, I'm consistent.
I'm consistently quitting.
I'm consistently... Well, you know, it's like bar jobs are like boyfriends. You're
Yeah.
so sick of them.
Sure. Yeah, no, I'm with
It
that.
gets toxic. It gets unhealthy. And
Yeah.
it's like...
I'm so sick of my boyfriends right now.
So,
I'm sorry, bro. I take it.
Bruh.
I
It's
take
bruh.
it. Bro.
no, airport's good.
Brew.
Bro, I don't know what is going on, but I have gotten so many of those. Like,
New phone number. Are they coming in text?
nope.
How are they coming?
Fucking Instagram messages.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, last night it started off with, I'm playing Rummy with Emily. Started off with, hello, cigar lover. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You know, if you got so many numbers in your screen name, I know this motherfucker's no bueno at all.
Yeah.
So I'm like, spit it out. Like, I don't even share them all. Like, I'm just completely a fucking prick. Because it's all bullshit. It's all, I'm from China. No shit. At least she told me, you know.
Yeah, speaking of messages, what kind of messages do you get from dudes? Like you get the messages from the Indian guys and all that shit?
Well, okay, yeah, but I do like some Indian guys.
No. But that's like the stereotype. This
No,
is
but
let me,
I don't even like all those weird messages on Instagram.
Right.
I don't know, like...
I don't know why I'm in
I don't have,
them.
like, tons of followers, so I'm not, like, getting hit up constantly, but,
Right.
you know, like a couple a week, maybe.
And
I just immediately delete them. I don't even, like, give them...
Sometimes I fuck with them.
Oh, see, yeah. I don't even give it the time of day. I
I'm
just immediately
bored.
delete it. I don't
I'm
want
bored at
anything to
night.
do with it.
Yeah, I'm bored at night.
You
I
want some
really
free
want
water?
to, like...
Free water?
Free water?
Yeah, I love free
Guy I
water.
used to make fun of on the internet wants to send me free water.
There you go.
Right.
To be on the podcast?
We jump right on that. No, he's in California. Jump right on
Yeah,
that.
you might.
Is it like...
They send me free cases of water.
Is it a special like label like trying to like
Magnesium
death
water.
Okay. Yeah.
It's magnesium. Just spring water.
Well, if I-
high in magnesium.
Well, if I catch on fire, though, will I burn forever? It's got magnesium in it. That sounds like a fucking scary
Yeah.
shit to drink. Trying to get rid of this fluoride.
First question. You ready?
I guess.
Okay.
Rapid fire.
If you could have one cartoon character to be your real life best friend, who would you choose and why?
Easy.
Oh my gosh, that's so hard.
Easy. Come on.
Do I get their
That's
sidekick?
easy.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, does everyone answer this question?
Yes.
Can you guys
Yes.
chime in
Guess,
if you get a better answer
guess first. No.
Yeah.
Guess first.
Guess first.
Fuck you guys.
But we get their sidekick too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, I'm excited for
Carmen
Chuck's.
Sandiego,
Okay.
because she travels, she does her own thing, she's an independent woman,
I don't.
and you
I
just
don't.
never know where she is.
Who? Carmen
Carmen
Sandiego?
Sandiego.
Who-
Where on the world is Carmen Sandiego?
I've never
Come on,
seen
man.
it.
You played it in junior high.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I went to private
It was
school,
like a
bro.
geography.
On the computer.
I went
It
to
was a
private
It was,
Yeah,
well,
Apple
there was a
II.
show on PBS,
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
And it was like a...
Yeah, but nobody watched that one.
I watched it. I loved it. Why do you think it's...
Wasn't it like a
It
quiz
was
show
like a
though?
quiz show, yeah, and it was all about geography, man. So you got different clues,
Like, where is she
based
at
on
in
what
the
she's
world?
eating, like...
I don't know what
Oh, she's
state I
eating
was in last
empanadas.
weekend. I'm terrible at geography. My phone.
Well,
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Dick Dastardly.
Who's that?
Yes.
Dick Dastardly and Muttley.
I don't know who that is.
Wow. you're
Wacky
too young.
races.
That's good.
Wacky races.
Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, you're a billionaire.
Dude, I just want to swim in some coin, Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice.
That's gonna hurt.
Drew, yours?
I would say Shaggy, for apparent reasons, and he's got a dog too. We get good food all the time, and we get to get stoned.
You guys are eating dog biscuits all day because you're so high.
Hey,
How the fuck you're eating Scooby
Yeah, but-
snacks?
And you
all
Yeah,
live
day?
in a
high in
van.
protein.
Shaggy's disheveled.
Shit, dude, you just be
He's been
laying
wearing the same clothes for
right hippie shit, bro.
50 years.
And then when you walk, you just got. I hope you land on your feet.
Yeah.
Like you just toss them out there and hope that
Right.
they fucking stick. That's fucking dangerous, man. You had a back problem yesterday, bro. Imagine
have
if
it
you
today,
missed.
too. It's terrible.
Imagine if you missed that foot.
Oh, I know. Oh yeah, he wouldn't catch me either. He just let me fall.
Right.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
At least there'll be cartoon noises playing when you go down.
You should have seen the Jeremy fucking shit that was going on yesterday. I was rubbing Drew's back.
Oh, it was so Jeremy.
Yeah, I was being real Jeremy. Go back and watch a previous episode for inside jokes.
Yes.
Great.
All right, question 2.
What do you wish people better understood about you?
I wish that people, I don't know, showed me more respect professionally. This is definitely a professional thing, not across the board. But people definitely talk to me just like I'm a stupid fucking idiot all the time at work.
But
And I just wish they wouldn't. I don't know how to explain that, but I just wish people gave me a little more.
So give us a scenario where you would feel better respected than the scenarios that.
So you mean
Okay,
people?
one more
You,
time.
you mean people come in and sit at the bar? You're talking to them, and they act like you don't
Or
know
servers
or
or
worldly. Or
yeah, like I can be serving, I can be bartending, and even other people who work in the airport, they're so disrespectful, and they're just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just really a way that they talk to you, and it's very obvious when
Sure.
you do what I do because not everyone's like that.
Right.
So the people who are
Right.
just rude as fuck. But I think because I'm a bartender, I'm a single mom,
Right.
I like to party.
Right.
I think people just maybe think I'm a little less intelligent
Right.
than I actually am. Which, not to toot my own horn, but like, toot, bitch, I'm smart. Don't talk to me like that.
Right. Because all the best educated people I've ever met in my life always go, toot, toot.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
You gotta know your words, man.
No, I get that.
Well, that's why I invited you on, because you're interesting to talk to.
Right.
You're one of the most interesting people I've talked to. Like,
thanks.
so
Fucking
you had to come in.
I guess I'm off the air now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Huh?
Well, I think that's also...
You got a little brown right here, Drew.
Yeah, there you go.
You got a little...
I have stories because I'm not boring.
There you go.
Because
Yeah. Nice. I wish people would think I was dumber than what I fucking... Or knew that I was dumber than what I was. Everybody thinks I'm smart and I'm dumb.
I didn't think you were smart.
Thank you.
I didn't think you were dumb. I just
No, I am.
Like,
I am, though.
I figured we figured it out.
Chuck, you want to answer? You want the question again? Did you
What?
forget it?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Question 2.
What do you wish people better understood about you?
I don't care.
You just, yeah.
I don't care.
Right on.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
I just sit in my chair and you understand what you understand. That's...
Yeah, but yeah, because if you're able to communicate about, people understand your vibe and energy, then it doesn't matter. All right, what is one act of kindness you have experienced lately from another person?
Wait a minute. There's 2 other people to answer that last question, bud.
Answer your question.
Oh, he already answered it.
Yeah.
Oh, about me?
Yeah.
People understood about me.
You don't even...
I have feelings, Chuck, and I don't think people understand that.
God damn it. Thought we were being serious.
I am. I mean, like, people sometimes act like you're a machine or a robot, and you're just there all day to serve and do them, and you're not allowed to have feelings or emotions or have a bad day. So you have to bury that down, which adds to sense of anger and hostility in your life, hence taking mushrooms.
Right. You know what, man? I can get that. I get that. It hits a little hard. Yeah. Be nice.
It's a man thing, though. That's
well, sort of,
all
man.
3 of us could say that.
No, yeah, kind of. I mean...
Has anyone ever approached you like you don't have feelings?
No, definitely not.
That's a man thing.
It
All 3 of us.
probably is.
Say.
Yeah, we're
but
not...
I almost think like it's
males.
comparable to, like, probably you don't get talked down to as frequently.
No, because we punch
I do,
motherfuckers.
Because that's a woman thing,
Try punching motherfuckers.
And so then, on the opposite end, because we're known as having feelings and being emotional, people come at us like that. Which is fine, because I am emotional. I do have feelings, and I will talk about it.
Women talk down to us because we're not allowed to punch them.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Damn it, there's that.
Why?
Huh?
That's why?
I would assume.
Right. It's like a hall pass. You just fucking talk shit and not get hit.
I just talk shit to everybody.
And not
I don't
get
think
hit.
anyone's allowed to punch me, though. Really?
No.
I'm not allowed to.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's more frowned on.
If
you hit a dude one time, and the police show up, you can get a ticket, and that's it. They just write you a ticket and send you home, as long as you only punched him once. If I punch a female one time, I'm going to jail. There's no.
Well, okay.
There's no.
Yeah.
but why? I mean, where's our equal rights?
I don't punch
Where's our
anyone.
equal
I don't
rights?
think anyone should punch anyone. So.
Sometimes people need punched. Sometimes people need thrown out a window.
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes this shit needs to happen.
Sometimes the disrespect is real. And you
Yeah.
have to-
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Is it the disrespect really just our ego?
Probably.
Yeah. Fair.
well, yeah, it's
All right.
definitely your ego. It's all your ego. That's what it all is.
Yeah. I can't check it at the door. It's so big. It just fucking knocks a hole in it like the Kool-Aid man. My
I
fuck.
find mine to be situational. Like, something will randomly just trigger it. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, with it.
I think my ego only happens when somebody, kind of like we were talking about, somebody acts like maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, like they try to mansplain it to me.
Yes.
And I don't like that shit.
No, I'm with that. All right, question 3.
What is one act of kindness you have experienced lately?
Okay, so I'm going to cheat on this one too, like I probably will ever answer. My whole last year was acts of kindness, point blank period. My mom had a stroke, and I had to stop working. I was dealing with a lot of stuff. I'm an only child, like,
Right.
it's just me and her.
Right.
And my friends fucking showed up, literally. I mean, they put together a benefit. They raised $20,000. My friend Brian bleached my front door. I didn't even know my front door needed bleach, but he showed up and they just like power washed my house.
He didn't bleach your
pulled
back
my
door?
weeds.
Right.
No, he didn't.
Thanks, Drew.
I was like, no, that's funny.
I was waiting for the pause to get that in,
no,
so
you
good job.
met Tara. That's who
Okay,
takes
yeah.
care of the back door.
Right.
Yeah.
Shay,
She was supposed to do my hair today too, and I had to cancel
was she?
because I was like, "Oh shit, I'm doing the podcast." She's like,
Will she check me
that's
for
okay.
ticks? Because I don't have anybody checking me for ticks right now. So I got.
He was in the woods. He got some
I
ticks
mean,
yesterday.
if you
How much does
would-
that cost for a tick check?
I don't know.
Might as well get a
We'll have to
wax.
hit her up. I mean,
I'll get a
she's
wax,
not doing
too.
anything right now because she was supposed to be doing my hair.
Just
And I
Well, you'll
canceled
know if
on
you got a
it,
tick.
so-
why?
Because you'll suddenly be bleeding. Well, you won't be bleeding. They pop.
Yeah.
They'll sit there and feed until they pop, and then there'll be blood everywhere. And oh, I've got a tick here.
You still got to
I
get
think
the,
I want to know
the
before
head out,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Uh-huh.
Still got to get the head out. That's
Oh
buried.
yeah. But I mean, if you got one, you got one. It's
that-
going to let you know here.
Because I'll do a wax if she can just
Yeah.
see. I mean, that's a
Just-
good way to figure out
just
if there's
wear a
ticks in
It's
there.
hat.
time. I mean, it feels nice.
I did wear a
honestly.
hat. I'm not worried
What
about my
ticks?
head, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm worried about my butt.
Yeah.
I can't get down there.
You know how many times I've heard people say that they have got ticks on their balls or down there?
Yeah.
Like, it's just how it gets there. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Literally
They
everybody.
crawl up. They look for
Dude,
the,
yeah,
they
they
look
crawl-
for her.
Yeah, they'll get. Dude, they were
The
I
tiny.
never heard that.
It was
Look
the
for a
I
good
didn't
patch.
know.
It was the first warm day down there, so they were out in force, man. It was wild. I had like 10 on me.
So the past year, everybody kind of
Last year,
chipped in
man,
and just
yeah,
made-
everyone just showed the fuck up for me.
Very
Like,
nice.
helped with my kids, helped with my animals, helped with my house. I mean, you name it. Like, I ask for help, boom, someone's there.
How
So-
humbling is that?
How
I mean,
what?
Humbling is that? I mean, it's just put you in a different spot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I mean, this probably shouldn't shock anyone, but I struggle with asking for help. I've
Sure.
always been the helper.
Right.
So that was definitely put me in a vulnerable state. And my mom, because she's the craziest person I know.
Right.
Who never, she helps everyone, which is akin to why she was so stressed out
Right.
and stroked out when she was 57.
Right.
She's okay now. She's getting better.
That's good.
I mean, slowly but surely, but her lease on life is better.
Nice.
Which helps me as well.
Right.
But yeah, it's good to know that, like, what I don't have invested money in the bank, I had invested time into friendships that matter.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah. Relationships are way more valuable than money.
100%.
All right. Nick, you want to answer?
People aren't kind to me.
The fuck they
I
aren't.
try to be.
Fuck they aren't. You just don't see it. Who's here?
That's me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cigar Puck.
You? Drew?
Drew playing with his millions of accessories.
You gear Jeremy.
Yeah. I
Smear the Jeremy.
yes. Oh jeez. Sometimes I feel like a lot of people are kind and do nice things for me. But sometimes you don't know if it's because they want some reciprocation.
There's a
for
fucking
it,
future
right?
transaction.
So that's what you're saying, like the right people, you know.
yeah,
do
the
those
people
things.
that you know, like, it's not transactional. It's absolutely, like, you need help, I'm here to help you. Period.
I think that the last thing that happened was, Mike helped me to find Aiden a car for her 16th birthday and helped me make a deal for it. So
Yeah.
that was the last one. That's my experience.
Yeah,
So
you're welcome on that.
I said thank you.
No.
Times.
Well, and
Yeah,
that's a
but
lot of help because it's really hard for these kids to buy cars right now.
Right.
I mean, I've got a daughter who's 17. Her boyfriend's 20. Like, they have one broke down car and they are struggling.
Right.
And they do okay for money. He has a 750 credit score.
Right.
And they still just, these used cars are so
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah. It wasn't even that. I just got to deal with people.
Oh, wait.
All right. Next question.
What is your earliest memory in life?
Man.
You didn't answer the question.
Yeah. About the kindness.
He did. I did.
You did. He
Drew
didn't.
did.
I don't think he did.
Oh yeah, he skipped it.
I did.
I feel like he almost always skips because he just talks a
He's
lot while
trying
everyone
to
else
skip.
is talking. So you
No,
just
he's trying to skip.
Yeah.
answer
I don't
him
like-
and he's tricking.
I don't like letting people in.
Trying
It's
to
one of my
skip.
many faults is I don't let people in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your recent, well, I don't know, but your recent act of kindness up here is coming this afternoon. And wait till you see that mess.
What's yeah. Chuck helps, but he does it in such aggressive way. It feels like it's a
Right.
punishment.
Okay. Yeah. That's a nice little
The people around
back
me,
and
I'm
forth.
helping you, motherfucker.
Right.
You can say thanks now.
right? And then I do the same thing. I never
Right.
get a fucking thanks either. So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, that's just the way we live.
That's
so
fine. Hey,
yeah,
cheers to that, man.
yeah. It's really almost, we're almost to where if we do something for each other, we're just going to start punching each other in the face. So,
Okay.
right. It's like,
Well, back to that again. At least
Right.
you can because you're both men.
right. Yeah,
So-
yeah. It's not frowned upon here.
So I mean, there's
If I
something
can,
you've got going
if I
for
can
you.
find a phone booth, we'll do it every
I
day.
mean, we haven't traded I haven't traded punches with somebody in years.
I know.
So
I don't even know if my fingers can hold up.
I bruise easier these days too. It's probably gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I got a little pent up anger right now, so it's not releasing very much. So yeah,
Well, if we hurt each other, Drew can fix us. So
right. Well, not right now. Drew's broke.
Hopefully by tomorrow I'll be back in the game. But right
Right.
now it's terrible.
Yeah, I'll rub you later.
So
childhood memory.
earliest memory that you can.
Okay, so I really think when I really look back and I feel like I have vivid memories, it's somewhere in preschool. And I went to this preschool in Maryville called Little Lambs. And I vividly remember this one day, my friend Ryan, who I actually had lunch with yesterday, Ryan Toon, he had a crush on me, obviously. And, well, come
obviously
on.
somebody's
Obviously.
cocky.
Well, listen to the story, motherfuckers. I'll call his ass right now, and he'll be like, I still have a crush on you.
All right.
But I had a white, like, Easter dress on, because I guess it was Easter. And he colored all over the back of it with green marker. All over the back of it.
All right.
And then he went up and then he gave the marker to this kid, Craig, and went up to the teacher and was like, Craig just colored all over Casey's dress.
Damn.
And ruined my nice Easter dress, and then tried to blame it on this other little boy.
Was he?
And
maybe he was putting grass on there for the
yeah,
Easter egg
I don't know
hunt.
what he was doing. Well, if it was grass, then
Easter?
it was like this kind of grass.
All right.
But no, but then like that all happened, and we had like all of our parents had to like sit down and we talked about it, and then Ryan and I became best friends, and we're best friends to this day.
So
Well, how did they find out it was him if he told on the other?
Pretty sure he had green on his fingers. I mean, he was like
That's what I was
He
wondering.
didn't think-
no, he
Did
was
he
like a
have green all
7-year-old
over
in
his-
preschool. He wasn't like.
He's a mastermind.
Right.
No, I'm pretty
Sounds like
sure
some
that it was-
mastermind shit.
I
to me.
have a feeling it didn't go down as smooth.
So your best
before.
friend just literally set up another guy, like going to preschool. He literally set another guy up to fall.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's a trustworthy guy. I should
Right,
be best friends
right.
with.
Yeah,
He
it was great.
literally threw a dude under the bus.
Right.
Yeah, because he'll do anything for me.
Snitching.
Like,
Throw anyone under the bus.
deface you.
Literally.
Deface
Literally
you.
do anything for you.
No, he's
And-
a good guy. He's honestly such a good guy.
I mean, if we
I mean,
break
this
that
was
down,
like some little kid shit. I did
feels
bad
like
shit.
feels like a real
You did bad
Zach.
shit when you were a little
Feels
kid.
like a real Zach Morris kind of guy.
But
Yeah.
Zach
no, but
Morris.
Fuck
that's
Zach.
really funny that you think that.
Zach Morris is trash.
Zach Morris is not good. I agree.
Right,
Zach
he's a
Morris
real
is
Zach
trash.
Morris kind of guy. It sounds
Yeah,
like
no,
he's gonna fuck your shit up and then get somebody else in trouble.
Yeah.
That's a Zach Morris
Completely
move.
I mean, that is a
Skate
Zach
out.
Morris movie. I'm
Right.
gonna give this to you guys.
What's he gonna come in and be
But,
the hero? Like, oh,
Right.
here, I think it's washable. Just slip that dress off and I'll wash it for you. Come on, that's some Zach Morris shit if I ever heard it.
Well,
Good job, Brian. You fucking Zach Morris.
well, we love Ryan. We got big love for Ryan now. So he grew as a person, I guess, over.
Yeah,
35
he's
years,
probably pulling
32
fucking bank cons
years.
now. I'm blaming it on the fucking
Security guard or something.
right. Remind me if I ever bump into Ryan not to fucking trust him with any knowledge.
Okay, I will.
That dude will switch it around, and next thing I know, I'm doing fucking 20 to life. I don't.
No.
No, Ryan's aces. We love Ryan. But that's my first vivid memory. I don't have any, like...
That's a pretty cool memory.
That is cool, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
I don't remember yesterday.
a lot of great childhood memories, not to be like womp womp, but when I look back on stuff, that's when I really, like, preschool was a good time. I was jamming in preschool. I was having a,
That was my last good year of school.
yeah, like...
That was that.
That was my last good year of school too. Preschool.
It peaked my sophomore year
What?
of high school.
You're looking at
That
me?
was my-
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
I think everybody more waits for your answers.
I don't know.
I know.
Come on
I'm
now.
waiting.
We had-
Put it
We
to
had
me.
alphabet people in kindergarten. I remember that.
What's that mean?
The letter people?
The alphabet. Yeah, the letter people.
Like
Did you have letter people?
on the show?
On the show. I watched the show.
Yeah, well, we
Words
had
are
blow up
made
balloons in
of
our kindergarten
letter
class.
people.
The letter
Jesus
people.
Christ.
Yeah.
Aw.
What kind of fancy shit you go to?
I went to Cottage Hills.
God damn.
I remember that.
That's fucking sounds amazing.
Yeah, good time in
Yeah.
kindergarten.
I remember going in, I went and bought my, my favorite, or probably my earliest memory would be, I remember I got money to go onto the book truck to buy a book, like, third grade or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
You got a truck for books?
Yeah, because private school, bro. We were rich. So the book, the van of, so we, they sent out a bunch of small children to a van.
Right.
So a windowless
What do I do?
van.
Just put it in there?
No, don't put it in
What do
there.
I do?
Just
Here, take that, push that
I know
button.
how to use this one.
yeah, grab that one.
This
You're
one I
good.
know.
So yeah, I don't have an exciting early childhood memory. I don't know. Probably something to do with violence.
I was like gonna say, do we all have like fucked up first childhood memories?
Well,
Because I think
I mean, that's what memories are, right? It's the
Yeah.
traumatic part that sticks. So, like, if it was a great normal day, you wouldn't fucking remember. But if it was something to where your dress got ruined, you're going to
okay.
remember that. So, to where, like, I'm trying to think of something that's not all doom and gloom that I just remember a good positive, fond memory. It's getting to buy that fucking book. I probably didn't read that one either.
Well, they triple charge you for the fucking book
I don't
as well.
Oh, dude,
You know,
no,
like-
it was. You know what I bought? I bought the highlights so I can go to the back page and find the shit that was different. The highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my favorite book. It had pictures.
Yeah,
So-
they had a magazine when I was.
Yeah. Highlight
They
magazine.
still have highlight
I
magazine.
got that.
Do they really?
Yeah.
They
we
still
used
have
to
that
get
back
My
page?
mom had like the subscription to that.
Yeah.
The highlights.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking love the highlights, man. Finding that
Yeah.
little hide and seek shit. That was.
I like the differences. Spot the differences.
Yeah. Yep. That's my favorite
Oh,
part.
yeah.
I didn't care about the rest of it. I don't even know what it said. So
There's like poems in there.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's poetry.
Drew, you're not skipping this one.
Yeah.
Well, no, I won't do the sad one because it'll bring the room down. But one after that I remember is not even a huge deal, but I remember my grandparents taking us to the Paisa Bird when it was in its old location and going and taking pictures there and it being it's a beautiful day and we went and got ice cream afterwards and I was probably 3 or 4.
There you
so
go.
I remember that. But
Jesus.
um,
Good memory,
yeah.
bro.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was a fun day. So
Yeah.
yeah, I won't do the stupid
Yeah,
sad
no,
stuff yet. Okay. Next question. Do you believe in karma and why?
Sure. Yeah.
It's kind of softballs, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
Is it
like
softball?
Kind of.
if you
We
put
ain't more
good out
college
into
over
the
here.
universe and you're a good person, like, yeah, shitty things can still happen, but I do find keeping a positive mindset, positive energy when I take it into a room, when I take it into a place, it seems to work out where it kind of maybe makes someone else a little more positive and then that goes around and then just the vibe is better. So if that is karma, then yes. But I don't necessarily think that, like, you can't do shitty stuff and still have good things happen to you, because that's true too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know? So.
Right. Look at Chuck.
Listen.
Well, I do
look
lots
at-
of good things.
Look at all of
My
us
life's
right
shit.
here, right now.
Dude, do shitty things, your life's fine.
Yeah. I mean.
Definitely, the universe will get you, man. The universe will definitely
Is it
get
the
you.
universe or is that karma?
Well, the universe, that's the same thing.
Is
Same
it?
thing.
Yeah.
Is
Same
it?
thing.
I mean, it might have. I'm with Chuck on that.
Yeah.
You put it out there, it's coming back.
And I think that you have a debt too. I mean, and this all depends on whether you believe that you
I
have
don't know
multiple
about
lives.
that. I don't know about
Oh,
that.
you don't think it
but,
stacks? You don't think the karma stacks?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Like, say you're just a terrible, shitty person this whole life, right? You know
Right.
what I mean? And then you're so bad, the next life come back and you're doing good things all the time, and shitty things are still happening to you. I feel like you have a debt you haven't paid off.
So then, if you're a good person and you come back and you do shitty things, you got
Take it the other way.
that credit.
Yeah.
Well, that would explain
Elon Musk.
that would explain a couple people that I know on a personal level. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I think. You know, like I think you build a debt or you have a credit. You know.
Yeah, but then you're going into past lives and have we lived past lives? Have we?
What kind of person were you in
That
those
whole
past
thing.
lives?
You're going
Yeah.
into that whole thing.
But like, but past lives things. I mean, you can read it in books and do things, but the biggest thing is the weird things that kids do. Talk about stuff that's happened to them that hasn't happened, or like know songs that were from 70 years ago. They've never heard them, and they can sing the words. That stuff's like pretty interesting, man. Because how else can you explain it?
Chuck.
Rather, how else could I explain it if it's not complete bullshit?
Yeah.
That story that somebody just made up to make their kid seem like
No, I've seen.
Albert
No,
Einstein or some shit?
I've seen it. I mean, I've seen stuff like that.
You've
happen.
seen it. You've actually seen some kid.
Like singing a song like in my treatment room. There'll be a kid in there and a song come on from 1960. Their parents are 18, 19 years old. They don't listen to that shit, and they sing.
But maybe Grandpa does. Maybe.
They had to have heard it from somewhere.
Okay.
Come on.
I mean, so one day, my granddaughter's gonna walk around screaming, "I'm the best." Right.
Around.
And her parents are gonna be like, "Oh, I don't know where she heard that." Well, I do. It's her favorite song when she's at the house.
Yeah, all right.
She loves that song.
GMC for show. Thanks for the
right.
intro.
Oh yeah, we haven't gave him a shout out in a long time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, bro. So GMC for show has got that's our intro music. The song is "I'm the Best." God, that sounded good in the headphones too, bro. I think I nailed that motherfucker.
Right. He's so good. His voice was the beat.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. One time they put Bullets as the beat.
A
different song.
I literally sent him a message. Go, I want to use this, and he goes, "Live your dreams, bro."
So shout out to GMC for show. I think he's making a comeback because he got real popular on the TikTok.
Did he?
Yeah, everybody.
TikTok's gone now.
It's gone now.
I don't know. They're banning it from
They're trying
Just
to
in
ban it.
Utah.
They're trying to ban it.
Thank God,
Just
man.
in Utah, everything's banned in Utah.
Well, yeah, no, I could see that. Not, it figures I get 50-something thousand followers and they're gonna ban it, but not like I use it anymore. So
It's like the third time it's
Just
been banned.
50,000,
I think.
and then I just stopped using it.
you what?
Is that what you were saying? Oh, I just got 50,000 followers.
Yeah, that was
And then
my
I stopped
flex.
using
Do you see
it.
my flex?
Yeah.
No, I did it during COVID, and then I quit it whenever customers started coming in because that's weird. So hold on, bro. I got to make this TikTok.
I don't have one, but I get on my son's just to stalk him and his girlfriend sometimes.
There's that.
But
That's
it.
completely sane. All right, next question, Drew.
It's a normal thing people do.
Right.
What are you most afraid of losing?
Man, there's a whole side of the table skipping these questions.
I answered mine.
I'm pretty sure I did too.
All right.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what the question was.
What are you most afraid of losing?
Oh, yeah. No, I remember that question. I remember the last question. Okay.
That was a karma question.
What am I the most afraid? Oh, yeah. What am I the most afraid of losing?
Doesn't have to be a physical object. It could be, your mind,
Right,
whatever.
well, okay, yeah. No, definitely, my movement, my body. That's how I work. That's how I make money. That's my career.
Sounds so much like a stripper right now.
I wish.
My
Honey,
movement is my money.
do you know, first of all, strippers are so athletic.
Be
Oh,
be a
dude.
more
They're
interesting
so
podcast.
athletic. I could not be a stripper. I can't even bend over and touch my toes.
My-
I get dizzy when I spin in circles.
Yeah.
It's not.
My mom and
a
daughter just
possibility
went and
for
did
me.
a pole class, and my daughter's like, "Oh, I'll be sore forever."
Yeah.
So my mom took my daughter for her 21st birthday
That's-
to
I have no
a
issues
pole.
with it.
No, it was
Yeah, I
badass.
didn't even-
So now we have to
Crazy.
install a pole
Dude,
in-
it's great upper
At
body
the yoga
strength.
studio?
I mean,
in the yoga studio. We're gonna install a pole.
Don't places have, like you said, have classes on that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
dude,
know
and the
a lot
classes
of
are
people who take the
no,
classes
the-
who.
are
I mean, again,
sick.
they're not strippers. They're not
No,
trying to
yeah,
be strippers.
no.
But it's a sick workout.
No, it's hard.
And it's
Stupid
honestly
hard.
kind of beautiful too. Like some of the choreography.
No,
and
it's
stuff that they do.
It could be stunning. It's
Um,
not even sexual to watch if you watch somebody that's really great
Yeah.
at it. It's really
Yeah.
it's a performance that's phenomenal, like any other
For
dance.
sure. I know a
Yeah.
girl and she's a classically trained ballerina and she's a stripper.
Yeah,
If her butthole's not out, it's not sexual at all.
right. I fucking can't
That's
confirm.
the one thing I can do is
Put your butthole out.
butthole's clean.
Hey, you know Chuck?
But
Chuck's got his butthole all over the internet.
Yeah, my butthole's on the internet.
that's great. Do you get paid for that or just
No, he does it for free. That's how much he likes putting it out there.
Yeah, for free.
Fucking didn't even pimp his own butthole out.
No.
some B-roll butthole?
He's got one. He's got a picture of it on his cup. You got the butthole cup?
No.
Oh, you got a different cup?
I can't find it.
It's up there on the bar.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You left it there with tea in.
I didn't leave it there. I left it over on the table in the chair I sit in. That's
Well,
where I left it.
It's on the bar.
Yeah,
Anyway,
That's weird.
what was the question?
What are you most afraid of losing?
There you go. Go ahead, Chuck.
I'll pass.
Pass.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I'll pass on that.
My happiness.
That's good.
That's been
Yeah.
gone.
No, it's there.
Womp womp.
I
Lost
feel
that a long time ago. Pick something you actually have still.
well, it comes in waves, right?
No, it does, but and it's maybe okay. Let me rephrase: the pursuit of my happiness. I don't want to lose that because I don't know if there's ever an end goal, but definitely I don't want to lose the pursuit, the chasing of the happiness.
I think you're well on the way. Everything seems to be coming together.
Yeah, dude, I'm beyond where I've been in a long time. So just
So you
need.
feel like you have to chase happiness? You don't feel like happiness just is within you?
No, it is.
And it's just a
But
feeling that
I feel like as of lately,
Happiness comes from magical rays of sunshine that rain down on you when you're feeling blue.
What's that from? What is it?
go ahead. What is it?
Oh,
Blue's Clues?
no,
Fuck.
Waterboy?
Yeah, well,
Yes!
Fucking movie trivia here.
Yeah.
Good job, both of you.
Medulla oblongata.
All right.
something wrong with your medulla.
I appreciate what you okay, go ahead.
So as far as happiness goes, though, people chase happiness many ways, and they often chase it the wrong way by trying to get material possessions.
Right.
Which, if they're not healthy inside, never fills that
Right.
hole. They're happy for a day or two, and then the chase is back on, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, and I've a lot of us gone through that. I did that too.
It's like a dragon.
Yeah, chasing the dragon a lot.
I hear people do that with a dragon.
Yeah, I do. That dragon's fast as fuck. I'm always chasing that motherfucker. But yeah, no, it's like I went through the material things. It's like you had to have all this shit. But now it's like, like this weekend, man, I saw some fucking birds fly. And, dude, it just put me in a different place. Just watching these birds fucking fly, I was happy. And it's like this.
Fly, pelican, fly.
This, right. So this is what fucking, like, that's what I'm going to continually seek is that kind of
Oh,
happiness.
yeah, for
So,
sure. So just finding the happiness
Yeah,
in the moment.
in the moments, chasing it all the time.
Be here now
Right.
is
Right. Like, I was
makes sense.
happy before this started. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I would say my memory and my memory to identify, the ones I love, people in my family.
I thought you were going to go a different direction with that identify.
Oh, well, no.
Don't be German.
Yeah,
Come on.
we Jeremy. But I see a lot of people who come in the office that have end-stage Alzheimer's or beginning to have Alzheimer's. And I've seen run through the whole gamut, and it's heartbreaking to see it happen to them, but also to the person that's taking care of them because
It's so taxing.
Yeah, and so it just wears everybody down, and
Right.
I wouldn't want to not. I would hope I'd be gone before that.
Yeah,
happened,
right.
'Cause I
Right.
wouldn't want to put that on anybody. And I
Well,
wouldn't.
technically you are.
What gone? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
technically, yeah.
like just so it doesn't infect or affect the people that you
Just
care
let-
the most about.
Just let me wander off.
Right.
Well, it's like Benjamin Button. It's like you're aging backwards at that point. Every
Right.
day with a person with dementia. It's like the opposite of a toddler. A toddler
Sure.
learns something new every day.
Right.
A
Yeah.
person with dementia
Forgets every day.
forgets something new every day.
Yeah, we got one of those guys around here.
They're that middle stage where they're combating their own lack of memory. I mean, yeah, fuck that. I'm not doing that either.
Way to go deep, Drew.
So, hey,
No, I liked it. I liked it. Go ahead.
So this is a question for everybody, but it has a female lean to it. But is chivalry still relevant today?
Oh, I don't know if I'm the right person to answer that question.
Yes, you are, dear.
I think it is still real. I think there definitely are situations where it's still real. It's not the kind of guys I'm into.
There you go.
Like naturally a guy who is sweet and chivalrous like that, like probably our vibes don't even match enough for
Sure.
me to get to the point
Right.
to learn that about them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's the energy that I
Right.
attract.
They're
But
super
I have
soft.
a lot of friends who have significant others that I think are definitely fit into that chivalrous role. And I know a lot of men who, are still, they're into that. They want it to be like that. So, it's probably not dead. It's just,
Well,
I think we all just know a whole lot more about what everybody's doing.
right.
So,
So like you
maybe it's the same amount of people are chivalrous.
So if a guy walked
We
in
just
front of
didn't
you,
know how
and-
shitty everyone was before.
if a guy walked in front of you and opened the door and didn't open it for you, you wouldn't be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I mean, I think I would be almost, but not like in a chivalrous way, like in a respectful way. Like I open the door for people all the time.
Right, but that's what it is. It's
So is that
open-
chivalry though, or is that
It's just
like
the
being a nice
quality of person.
Well, there's levels. There's like, do you open the door for, is this a guy open the door for you to get in the car? Does he do the extra thing for you that he doesn't have to do, but it's the right thing to do because
Because I don't know how to open a car door.
no,
You fucking retard.
no, but it's hey, it's
But I feel you. No, I feel you. But see, that's why I'm not attracted to these guys. That's
Right.
why these aren't the guys I match with. Because I would literally be like,
so who pays the bill?
whoever pays the bill. I don't know. Split it. I always have cash, so I'm a big like you pay, I'll tip cash.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends the person who you're with.
Taking the cheap
I go
way
on a
out.
lot of, like I use online dating. Right now I'm on Tinder again. I went back to the OG.
Mm-hmm.
Just thought maybe there would be like some different guys on there. I don't know. But so I usually offer to split it. I'm like, let's just split it 50-50.
Okay.
Like I don't even wait for that to happen. I just kind of like aggressively throw my card out. Like we're splitting it.
So being brought up to like do all those extra things for the female persuasion, somebody like that, would you be offended if they say, I'm going to pay for it, I'll take care of it?
No, I love that. Please, like,
God,
pay for whatever
so
you want
much
to pay
confusing.
for. But you don't have
It
to.
was so confusing.
Like, yes,
I'm going to aggressively throw my card down because
But if you like
fuck
more
you.
aggressively tell me before I aggressively throw my card down that you're aggressively paying, then I'm
Right.
like, okay.
That's
that-
yes, that's what that is.
Is that
Yeah.
chivalry?
Yeah.
Or is that just like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's just it's aggressive.
And,
chivalry.
and those
Yeah.
answers are why chivalry's dead.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Because there wasn't
like,
an
I
answer
don't-
there. It was
Winner.
yes, no, yes,
Winner.
no, yes,
Winner.
no.
Because you went back and forth. So
I'm sure
Right.
I did.
So the thing
I
is-
am like,
No, I don't. I don't
was
want
like,
nobody to do shit
I'm
for me.
not-
No, that's really sweet if they do.
yeah.
I don't want you to think you
Right.
have to.
I'm
To
fucking doomed,
okay,
dude.
To me, chivalry feels almost like an obligation, or like like I'm doing this because I'm supposed to do this, or I have to do this, or you'll like me better if I do this. For me, none of those things are
So,
true.
a better
it's
question.
appreciated, but I
better
like you the
question.
same.
It's the same thing. Better question. You and your boyfriend are walking down the street. Who walks closest to the street?
Good one.
Whoever does.
Fuck that.
You should
It's always
walk.
me.
No, it's always
Wrong.
Okay,
me.
I know guys
So
think that, but I'm not thinking about it like that. Like
Right.
if
Wrong.
for some
It's just a
reason,
man.
if for some reason he was not the one by the street, no point in my head am I thinking
This guy doesn't like me.
motherfucker better. He wants me to get by a car.
Right.
Well,
No. It's
Half the time, those guys are twice my size. If they're walking by the street, if they get hit by the car, like I'm still smashed.
well, I'm just saying that like you never want to be on the outside of the street on the outside of the sidewalk because he might just push you into traffic.
You got
Okay. Well, that's fair.
That's why
I
you
never-
wanna be on the
I
inside.
Never thought about it
Yeah.
that way, but
Yes.
wow, now I'm
She-
now I'm always gonna be so.
he's gonna walk down the
hyper-aware
road
of
going,
this.
I just opened a car door for her. She's that shitty ass look.
Because
or a better one. Since you don't care, you and your kid, you've got your kid, and you've got a mainstay, a man. Does he walk in front of you, right beside you, or a few steps behind you?
I have no idea. I truly don't. I don't know what the answer is to that.
I'm always behind.
A few steps behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Situational awareness. A few
Yep.
steps behind.
Yep.
Okay. I really, guys, like
It's
I
because
really
we're
don't have guys that are with
hunter-gatherers.
me
Right.
and with
Yeah.
my kids.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Like I don't date like that. So
Right.
again, these are scenarios.
I just picture
don't-
like your Tinder dates taking her
Soy
jacket
boys.
off. No, taking the jacket off and putting it over the puddle so you can get into the
or like
car.
you're at the table and you get up to go leave the table. We're supposed to stand when you get up from the table, and so that's things that like I do
No,
that
I don't
shit.
do that.
No.
I do that just because that's what I was taught to do, and.
I mean,
so
Okay.
if you don't like that and you don't think that that's unnecessary, how does somebody
I do this motion.
Date or do it.
Inside the booth,
Well,
outside the booth.
I don't
Same
know if I
thing.
would
Yeah.
say. And again, I think a lot of circles, you guys maybe, and it's my fault. Maybe I straight up said I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't find it necessary.
It's a
So if
protection
it's-
role.
yeah,
That's,
so, like,
and
if it's
that's the
something-
job.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the job. That is the. It's not toxic masculinity. That is the job.
Yeah, because I mean,
protection.
unless you're a professional bodybuilder, chances are we're bigger and stronger than you, and we know how to defend you in case something happens
For
or
sure.
protect you
No,
from danger.
absolutely,
And
yeah.
so,
or at least more aggressive.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe.
So,
Yeah. No.
I mean,
no. Normally.
if we can't protect you, we're at least going to get beat up trying to.
Right.
I mean,
No. Yeah.
yeah, because somebody attacks you on the street, would you just run and leave you there? You know?
Well, no.
Okay.
But, I mean,
I
it
would-
was that chivalry.
kind of sounds
if
like that's
chivalry
what
means-
you're going for.
If
though.
chivalry means that a
I will
guy
steal your money
doesn't
first.
let me get beat up in the street, then like
'Cause it-
bring it on.
because it-
Chivalrous men, come at me.
Yeah,
I'll let you
for
get.
it.
I'll let you get beat up and take your.
Yeah, I'm like, open my car door, buy me dinner, don't push me in the street.
Right.
This sounds great.
I'll let you get beat up. You go, that's equal rights. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Well, I know it's
Right.
like it's my job to protect you, but I'm also pissed I can't punch you in the face.
Right. Yeah. I'm creating my dating profile right now.
Yeah.
Like, I won't push you in the
I'll
street,
push you in
Yeah.
the street.
and I'll let you pay.
There you go. Bro.
It's coming in. It's
Right.
And I'll tell you what, these
thanks for the
chicks might
help.
see and be like, "Oh, he is so funny. You know, like, you don't know.
Yeah.
It could work for you.
No. No, it won't, because I won't put a profile out.
What is the best advice you've ever been given?
The best advice I've ever been given is love your child more than you hate your ex.
Fair.
And I went
Damn.
through that
Fair.
when my daughter's father and I were separating. We were very young, so it was very tumultuous for no reason. You know, like, in retrospect, it was just a lot of drama because...
Everybody's
because
pissy.
drama.
Right.
And it was always that important reminder that, like, the buck ends with how upset I am with you. It cannot pass on to my child. And that energy, like, you have to keep it separate.
It's pretty mature. I like it.
So that's
Nice.
that one.
Chuck, what was your best advice? Don't drop soap?
I don't. Nobody gives me advice.
What's the best piece of advice you think you've ever given?
Because he does give a lot of that.
He does.
I don't know, because I give all good advice. All
Damn. I love it.
Fucking ding, ding,
100%
winner.
on.
Ding,
100%
ding,
on.
ding, winner.
If I'm giving advice and not trying to be funny, then take the advice. I'm a smart person.
I'm gonna
Take
tell
that
you-
fucking advice.
I'm gonna tell you, been around Chuck for 7-ish years, and I've literally watched what he tells people will literally come true. His delivery sucks so bad that nobody takes his advice, but the actual advice, if somebody looks back on it later, they're like, Jesus Christ, that little angry guy was fucking right.
Some people don't take it. Like, dude, you shouldn't buy that building.
We had a problem with that last night too. My best advice was nobody cares, work harder. So, just how I live now.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares what the fuck's on the internet. Just keep working. Work harder. So,
Yep.
nobody gives a fuck.
And I'm kind of like, nobody cares. Don't work so hard.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for me. Like, I'm like the opposite. I'm like, nobody cares. Don't
Yeah.
work so hard.
I think if you have enough to be happy and everybody's taken care of and fed, then
Yeah, no, that's perfect. No, I don't know what I'm chasing or looking for, but I just got to work harder for it. Constantly.
yeah, keep moving. I feel like if I stand still too long, I think too much. So
Yeah.
I have to keep moving.
Yeah. Well, I don't think at all, so.
That's not true. I'd say the best advice
It's kind of true.
is that
It's actually kind of true.
I don't think at all. I just go.
pretty much like respect everybody at first until they don't deserve it anymore.
Fair. Fair.
That's what I would say.
This sounds like a bunch of fucking fortune cookies.
Yeah.
Got another question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. What was it?
You got them wrote down. You got to think about it.
No, because. Oh my gosh.
Is it framing?
Huh?
It's framing. You
Yeah.
gotta frame it.
I'll do this one here now so you can think about it. Obviously, I have more to talk about. I usually say this one close to the end, but we go from there. Fuck, marry, kill.
There you
Okay,
go.
okay. I love these.
Jason Momoa,
Okay,
Steve Buscemi,
okay.
and Scarlett Johansson.
Fuck Momoa. Marry Steve Buscemi. Sorry, Scarlett, I'm killing her.
Who's the first person? I don't know who that is.
Jason Momoa. He's
Aquaman.
Aquaman. He was on Baywatch back in the day. And then he was on Game of Thrones.
Big.
I've
wanna-
seen Aquaman, I think.
Big Pacific Islander dude.
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
Yeah. I think he's a Pacific Islander.
I mean,
He
he
was
is.
married to.
He's a handsome man.
He's a handsome
Lenny
man. So we know
Kravitz's
we know
ex-wife.
Drew's answer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because he has more money probably than Steve Buscemi.
I don't know about that.
Boardwalk Empire,
Steve
bro?
Buscemi's a better person by far.
Steve Buscemi is so interesting. I just feel like
God damn it.
it
My
would
favorite
be-
show.
I kind of think that like
He's a better person.
he's
by
kind of
far.
trashy. Like that would be really good for me. I like skinny guys like that. Like, I think me and Steve could make it work. Definitely.
I don't know. I don't know about trashy. He's a good dude. He's a really excellent person. So
Does he like a lot of charity and stuff? or
he's a
was it-
fireman in New York.
Is he really?
And he
Yeah,
responded. He
went
responded
down
to.
there on 9/11
Yeah,
and
he
just,
responded
like,
to 9/11.
worked for like
Yep.
weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like just got on and worked for weeks. Was just like give me
I
give
didn't
me a
know
job.
As an actor. Like,
No, not as an actor.
well, no.
Like-
I'm saying
like
he
went
was,
down
he
and-
was
Yeah.
then an actor,
Oh, yeah.
but he was an actual firefighter in New York. So, no, he
He's a good dude.
Everybody else is just like,
And then you watch that part and shit. What's that movie? What's that movie?
Armageddon?
That's what I was going to say.
Then you watch
Con
that
Air.
part in Armageddon where he loses his mind and he's just firing machine guns.
That's hilarious. What'd you do?
Man, I don't know.
how many times are we fucking Scarlett Johansson? Is it just once? It's probably the same answer.
That's only the obligation, because if she doesn't like it, then she's going to leave. So if she sticks around, you might end up marrying her after that.
Well, if you're already married, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how the question.
Well, as we previously discussed.
Right. If you're married, you're not fucking.
You're not.
Yeah.
Now you're jerking off to Scarlett Johansson.
Is the Weekend Update guy.
Colin Jost.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Right.
He is funny.
Who?
Colin Jost. He's actually
that?
pretty funny.
Who's that guy?
Weekend Update.
He does the Weekend Update
the
on
white
Saturday
guy.
Night Live.
The white guy.
You know what's hilarious? I don't watch Saturday Night Live. Haven't watched it since
Weekend
Will Ferrell and them.
Yeah.
But I watched the clips where they read each other's jokes.
Oh my god, that's the best. Yeah, like
It's
once
great.
a
They
year.
set him up so bad.
Yeah. Those two have a fantastic chemistry. So.
I also like that they don't really do anything else on the show. They just stick to
right.
this is what we're good at. This is what we do.
Yeah,
They set him
and
up.
Chase stand-up's pretty good too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like Michael Chase.
Yeah, he's funny as hell.
Yeah, both of them are fantastic. They bought a ferry, not like a Jeremy, but like they bought a ferry boat.
I was gonna say you're not allowed
Like a
to
paddle
hire people
wheel one?
anymore.
Huh?
Like a paddle wheel
The
one?
Staten Island ferry. They bought him and what's the guy that looks like he's fucking methed out on
Pete?
Yeah, Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
You immediately know.
Yeah, those two bought a old Staten Island ferry. They're gonna rehab it to like a big ass party boat or something.
Well, that's rad.
Yeah,
Love
right.
that.
Hey, you buy a 7 fucking story boat.
Okay, so fuck Mary
Pete
Kill.
Davidson's funny too, though.
Pete Davidson is funny. I
hilarious.
fucking love Pete
She's
Davidson.
calling
Oh,
you out,
come on,
Chad.
come
Yeah.
on, guys.
Yep.
What's it gonna be?
I don't know. I'm definitely not fucking Aquaman because he's definitely a top.
Right. Right.
So
That's
even
not-
even if you're not a top or even if you're not a bottom, he's still a top.
Right.
So
That'll hurt.
Buscemi's a good guy. So you gotta marry a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you gotta kill. I guess I gotta kill Aquaman.
Yeah.
So he seemed kind of like a creepy dude anyway. So
Something about those eyes.
There was a
Something about
Netflix
him was
movie
kinda
that they
creepy.
came out with that was pretty actually good. Did you see that kids
It was
movie?
like We're in the Dreams.
Yeah.
And whatever. I haven't watched it, but
That's
I know
really
what you're
good.
talking about.
he seems like a creepy dude. So
Eh,
I think I'm on the same.
like a creepy dude.
The same?
Yeah, I think same.
let's just look at him. Just some of the pictures you see. He just seems like a creepy guy.
Think he's got something on his laptop
I
that
don't know. Man.
needs to be
It seems
exposed.
kinda-
That
seems
kind of
kinda
creepy.
I would say I would marry probably marry Buscemi. I would marry Momoa. I would kill Scarlett Johansson, and I would bone Steve Buscemi.
Really?
Okay.
What's Scarlett Johansson do to you?
Right.
I don't trust her.
Well, no.
But you're just there for the one time, buddy. You're not supposed to
Right,
trust
it's
her.
a single action.
Right.
But I
can get out.
But I could blackmail those other two, because they're not Jeremy.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know
You
that.
don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know. You might be the one blackmailed.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So at the airport, I feel like that is a spot where people can come, and they may never see you again. You might have regulars that come there.
Mm-hmm.
Do they just tell you like wild ass shit, like up and out to you?
Sometimes.
Do tell me some good shit.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes they tell you wild ass shit. Sometimes it's more like them talking to each other too.
Right.
But honestly, I feel like
jeez.
it's kind of like the same few types of people come into the airport bar.
Sure.
A lot of them are people who are on layovers and they're still working. They're doing business. I mean, they have their computer out the whole time. They maybe have one beer and they sit at the bar for 3 hours and tip you $2. We do not like those people. Like, you can sit on your computer and do work over there for free. Then you have people who are on vacation. Obviously, those are the best people.
Right.
They're fun. They're happy. They're on vacation.
Right.
And then you have the people who are traveling for, like, kind of fucked up reasons, like sad reasons. I get a lot of people who are like, oh, we just saw, you know, my sister for the last time before she passes away, or had to go put my grandpa in hospice, stuff like that.
Right.
But definitely in St. Louis, if it's people who were in St. Louis, I love the strip club stories. Those are definitely always my favorite because there's not a lot to do in St. Louis if you don't know the city, right? Like, it's a hard city to love. Okay. It's not like you can just travel
here. It's a hard city to love if you do know it.
Right.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. But, like, if you don't know it and you just think, like, I get dropped off downtown St. Louis, well, there's your first mistake. Downtown St. Louis ain't it.
Right.
Maybe if you're in town for a Cardinals game, maybe,
sure.
you know, there's some stuff going on over there. So a lot of these dudes come in and they're like, there's nothing to do, so we just went to the strip club and went crazy at the strip club. And that's all they do.
That's what you're supposed to do at the strip club.
Go crazy?
Go crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's good music. It's too short for like 9 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say. I'll tell you a fun fact about the strip clubs in East St. Louis.
Yeah.
That's what the movie Players Club is based off of.
Mm-hmm.
Strip
What
clubs in
movie
East
is
St.
that?
Louis.
Players Club is fucking iconic.
Is that Ice Cube?
Ice
I don't know
Cube.
that movie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it was based off. It's probably more based off Brooklyn.
Well, yeah. Well, that's where they are. They're in Brooklyn. They're not actually in East St. Louis.
Right. Yeah.
I think Larry Flint's is.
Larry Flint's is in East
Brooklyn,
St.
but they're based off Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn was the first city in America to be incorporated by black people.
Really?
Yeah, it's the first African American
I did not know that. That's so
incorporated.
interesting.
Players Club is Ice Cube, Bernie Mac, Jamie Foxx. The short guy, I don't know his name, but he's a short comedian.
Cat
Cat Williams.
No, Cat Williams isn't in it.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Kevin Hart. That's what I think of.
No, it's before him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's before him.
Yeah, no, it's
I don't know that movie.
Too Short. The rapper was actually the silent partner and money guy behind the Pink Slip in Brooklyn. So, originally from the Orweathers in East St. Louis before we went to Oakland.
So what's the next? Are they going to do another seasonal pop up down there in Granite City at that bar?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I don't know what it'll be. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised seasonally if we didn't do anything until Christmas.
Really?
But they're opening that event space. It's across like City Hall's right here, right? And so it's like right over there. It used to be a church. The city bought the church, I guess, and they busted out a bunch of walls, built like garage doors, big beer garden.
Cool.
There's a stage. There's like, you know, high top seating to see performances. So they're gonna have bands and like stand up comedians.
City?
Oh yeah, baby.
They're trying.
They built all this stuff for the meth heads?
No, actually, so listen, you know,
Granite City is literally crawling.
We have a craft cocktail theme, like holiday themed bar in
Right.
Granite
It's
City that we do.
cool.
And I'm telling you, we sell $5,000 a night in Granite
stay away
City.
from Granite City.
What is it open like all the time, or
No,
is it
it's
only
pop-up.
open?
So it's just at Christmas time, and it's Christmas themed.
Nice.
And we did
Then we
Valentine's
did
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Oh,
we did
shit.
Halloween, and then we always have a drag show brunch
Nice.
to mix with that theme.
Fucking sounds awesome.
Mardi Gras. This was our second Mardi Gras. They closed the street. They have a parade.
Damn,
they
in
have
Granite?
Yeah, this was the second one we just did. The first year we had Funky Butt Brass Band.
What do they do with the
And-
meth heads?
They-
When they do all this?
I mean,
That's
what
who
do they
collects
do?
the
meth
cans
heads, it's just
at the
kinda
night.
like
That's who cleans up afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
meth
There you
heads
go.
just
Yeah,
kind
fair
of do
enough,
their thing.
fair
But
enough.
I will tell you, at
I've
least
never
in that
been never been in
area-
a gas station in Granite City and not been standing in line next to a meth head.
Well, yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in a gas station where I wasn't in line next to a meth head. I mean, meth heads love gas stations.
Guys, stop going to fucking Circle K's,
Go to-
please.
go to- Bethalto.
I was at the Save-On, but
So.
no, it's cute. I mean, they're bringing like
They're trying.
yes,
Yeah.
they're trying to bring an entertainment factor back to Granite City.
Right.
There's a little
And down
like
by
speakeasy bar next to us,
Right?
which
We got kicked out
they
of there.
don't have.
You got kicked out
I
of
mean,
there.
they don't have like
How the fuck you get kicked out of a speakeasy?
traditional speakeasy
Speaking
craft
to that.
cocktails, stuff like that. They're not bougie like that. It's more just like you go through the fake meat, like the fake meat rack deli thing. It looks like a deli.
Right.
It's door, and you go down in there, and it's cute though. It's you get some cute pictures. I mean, right? It's good for the gram.
So we were.
That's the thing. Granite City is good for the gram. Like,
yeah, the gram of meth.
no, I mean the gram, whatever.
She meant Instagram, not a gram.
Yeah,
But that's what's great about the sentence. It's
I'd
true
rather-
however you want to look
Oh,
at it.
there you go.
It
I'd
could
rather
be
go
like
to
their new
East St. Louis
slogan.
than
Double
Granite City.
entendre.
I'd rather go to East St. Louis than Granite City.
Well, yeah, there's way better
know,
food in
like,
East St.
you
Louis.
can do whatever you want. That is what is the
Just,
best
you know.
thing. Go on to East St. Louis, funny.
I don't know how to handle gangsters. Meth heads are unpredictable.
Yeah, they're
You don't know what they're going to do.
certain uncertainty.
Most
Right.
meth head, I would say, we don't really get that type of clientele coming into our bar. They
Well,
see what's going. They maybe look in a little bit and they're like, this isn't for me.
So what's your role with the pop-up bar? Do you just...
There's my friends
They just
that
stand
do
at
it.
the
I just
window,
work
John.
there.
Nice.
No, my role is point blank. I just work there.
Yeah.
But I think of all of us, I'm the most like aggressive Instagram poster.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
I basically just
Kind of do
try
social
to
media for them.
yeah, I get people
Right
to
on.
come out. But no, the gal who runs it, I mean, I'm not kidding. I feel like I'm like doing it wrong. She touches something, it's gold. That woman is just a successful person. And then Alex, who does the bar program, she's an amazing bartender.
The next time,
mixologist.
next
if you wanna
time,
use that term.
yeah, next time there's an outdoor event, if they want cigars, we can elevate
For
that
sure.
experience
Yeah, we
with
could
a
definitely
whole
do that.
plethora of
And
cigars down there.
Yeah.
Right. So
I mean, this
I'm
one
here for that.
this one night we went into that pop up down there. It might have been the first time we went. I think so.
Oh, it was the police party. It was
Oh my
the
God.
Granite City cops' private party, and
Yeah.
I was like, it's fine, just
She's
come
like,
up.
she's like, come on in, and all these cops and like SWAT dudes are just staring at us like, at the bar, like, get the fuck out of here, you don't belong here. They just kept looking at us. I'm like, I finished my drink and I'm looking at Melissa, and she's yapping and smiling with her, and hey, we're out here. I'm looking around, I'm like, we gotta go.
You were fine. They were fine. They were cool. The cops are so cool. They were like, they had that moment of like, what the fuck? But then whenever they were like, oh, you're friends with Casey, like, it's cool. You're fine.
what was your attire when you walked into this place?
Right. I mean, that.
I was dressed up.
I mean, you guys were dressed really nice. It was Mel's birthday.
Was that it? Was
Yeah,
that,
I think it was her actual birthday that year.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
it was on a Wednesday or a
Yeah,
Thursday?
yeah. Well, yeah,
it
it
was on a
wasn't-
Wednesday.
Fair.
So,
Yeah.
So,
You had the story question earlier, and then you skipped right on.
what was the story?
And I hadn't told Mike about my Saturday, or was it my
Oh,
Friday?
yeah, with the people in here.
About my Saturday up here.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of good stories up here
Yeah.
too. So, but so I'm really, really good at ignoring people when they're talking. So this father and this kid come in, right? This father and this kid come in. Well, that's not my conversation, right? So I'm really, really good at not listening to not my conversation, and even when it is my conversation. This father and the son come in, right? And they sit down, and the father's, he was kind of a jerk off right off the bat. He just seemed like one of them I'm a hot shot kind of guys, right?
Right.
And they come in, and they're sitting in the reclining chairs, right? And he's sitting in the one that reclines still, and the son's sitting in the broken one. And he turns around, he looks at his son, he goes, you know what would be good with this? Good bourbon. And then he sees, so naturally he's pointed that direction, so he sees all the bourbon. So he goes, oh, you got some. And so the son starts buying him drinks, right? Mm-hmm. So he starts buying him drinks. Son gets him drunk off whiskey.
Nice.
And then they sit at the high top, and they have a conversation about how dad's a belligerent drunk and shouldn't drink. And I'm trying to ignore it, but the whole time I'm like, dude, you want him to drinks.
Right.
And dad's being loud because he's a belligerent drunk.
Yeah.
And the son's trying to be quiet, and then I hear, you know, this isn't the place for this conversation. I go, good, shut up. Because the whole time I just wanted to be like, shut the fuck up. And so, and then they start crying. There's crying. They started crying.
God.
I mean, there was some emotions worked out over there.
Nice.
There was
how many
some-
other
there
people
was some
are
breakthroughs.
here? Like, how many other people are around?
Probably just
Just
two.
me. Just me.
So
and
it's
them two.
truly just those two and you.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
that's-
just me and them two.
Way to
I
go.
mean,
There was some emotions flying around over there, and I was just completely annoyed with the whole fucking thing.
You know, that's a beautiful scene where father and son can work out their differences over cigars.
I don't
and
think they
bourbon.
actually did though.
But they did. They did for that moment.
So
If the tears
Was
flow,
the son also drinking?
no, his son had
Okay.
one drink.
Okay.
One
I'm
drink.
trying to really like imagine the.
how
Something
Mentality
about
how
it
deep are
started
you
with
pouring?
something about shooting a gun, 2 fingers.
Okay.
Something about shooting guns and getting drunk, and that upset this person, and then that led into the whole conversation of dad being a belligerent drunk.
Gotcha.
And the son judging dad for being a belligerent drunk while the son's getting dad drunk.
Next.
Yeah, I mean that's. I know
So-
that's. I mean, I'll say that's
so-
definitely one you hear a lot. Is
Really?
the conversation about how you drink too much while you're sitting at the
drinking.
bar
And,
drinking.
and then
Yeah.
the crying started. And when the crying started, my skin really started crawling. I was like, oh, God,
Why is that?
y'all got to leave.
Why? Why can't you just embrace the emotion?
No.
You should have got up,
Let it
Chuck.
I'm a
your heart.
crier.
You should have got up and hugged them both.
What I almost did, was get up and go, you need another one? That's what I almost did.
Ah, man.
But I refrained.
Good for you. You should have hugged them.
I refrained.
Should have hugged it out. Could have made it fucking perfect.
No.
What's your favorite television show right now? Or streaming program?
Oh, you know what I'm loving? Have you seen Shrinking? It's a Apple
Yeah,
TV.
every morning.
Cold shower manager.
No, Shrinking. It's
Doing these cold showers right now.
what's that guy's name? Jason Segel,
Okay.
and Harrison Ford,
Okay.
and
I'm in.
then
I'm
a
in.
bunch of other people that you would totally recognize them. I mean, you might know what their names are. You guys are older than me, but
Damn.
I don't know what their names are. But they were on shows.
What's this on
And
Netflix?
It's on Apple TV.
No, I can't watch that.
What's it about?
He's a therapist. They're all therapists. So Harrison Ford's like the head
Oh,
therapist.
Shrinking.
I'm out.
And
I'm out.
then Jason Segel's character, and then there's this other, like, you know, funny, sassy black chick who reminds me, do you know Rachel, who owns Salon?
Mhm.
Rachel Kent. I literally text Rachel, I'm like, this is you, bitch. Because she's a therapist, too.
Oh.
And
She
it's
owns
just,
she owns a bar and she's a therapist.
oh, yeah.
She
she's
just
great.
loves talking to people or listening to their problems.
I think she loves money.
Huh?
I just think she loves money.
I'm-
I mean, she likes to help people, but I
I'm
think she
fucking with
loves
that.
money.
Jesus Christ.
She would be a great guest on this podcast. I'll tell you what. She's funny as fuck.
She can't be shrinking us during the podcast.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Right,
we
had-
actually haven't.
We've had enough of that.
Yeah.
I don't think she would.
Jeremy comes on
I
here
don't
and,
think she
and gets deep.
She's not going to diagnose your personalities or anything.
No, everybody judges. We already had this
Right.
conversation. Everybody judges.
But,
Like, you're an unstable person. I know.
no,
Thanks.
it's good because, like, it's a very
Prefer it.
complex show. Harrison Ford is actually, he has Parkinson's.
Okay.
So he's, like, early stage Parkinson's. I had a grama who had Parkinson's. So,
Right.
like,
They should have they
they're
could have
dealing
casted
with
that.
that. And the Jason Segel has a teenage daughter, and his wife had just died in a car accident. So there's all this, like, just big drama, big feelings. You laugh, you cry.
offended.
I love it.
I'm offended.
I don't want
I'm
to.
offended. They hired a able-bodied person to play a Parkinson's.
That's ableism.
It is
play a
able.
I read about
Parkinson's
that.
character.
That's like you
instead
with
of
your
a person
glasses.
Parkinson's.
It's like you with your
Maybe
fucking
you're
glasses.
left with Parkinson's.
Ableism.
Wouldn't that be fucked up?
They might even take them off.
It's
see,
ableism.
see, what we do every week is we softly bully Drew into changing something.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox is still alive, and you're
Right,
gonna cast
right.
somebody else, bro. That is fucking horseshit.
That's fair.
That is
I'll give you that.
horseshit.
I'll give you that.
Dude, his agent sucks balls.
Right.
Like you couldn't get him
Terrible.
that role.
Terrible.
You couldn't get Michael J. Fox to.
Michael J. Fox would be so good at that role too.
Because he has
And he was a
Parkinson's.
good- well, and I think he'd be a great therapist.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He was Teen
Right,
Wolf.
yeah.
His notes are really hard to read, though.
Steve Buscemi,
Right.
I go, Michael J. Fox is a nice guy.
Is
He
he?
really is a nice guy.
Is he?
Seems like it.
He has
Probably.
to be.
I've never met him.
I mean, I haven't met him, but he
Okay.
has to be.
Fair enough.
Probably. He probably
What's he have to be a nice guy for?
I just
I'd be-
decided.
I mean,
it could
he
be.
doesn't have
Because
to be.
I decided.
Mine, it's-
to
Yeah.
me, in my head,
Bro.
in my mind.
Is
A
that-
lot of dudes in Hollywood that you would think, oh, I bet he's a good dude. And no.
That's
no,
what I was saying. I was
no.
gonna say,
Right.
is there somebody who you look at and you're like,
But he's
that dude's
I
probably a
think
piece of shit?
I feel like the Canadian
Yeah, Jason
celebrities are always better.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, just yank it out there, Drew.
Fuck every podcast,
I
but
Man.
tried to grab him. I sat back 'cause I was laughing. Shit happens.
Uh,
there you go.
Got it.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Cotter.
Wait, why? What's your favorite show? What are you watching right now?
There's like 10 things we're watching now because, that's my only time.
Well, I'm
I really
watching
get to
10
spend.
Things, but that's the only one I would recommend that I would say.
Shrinking.
Like, Shrinking.
Shrinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
The Last of Us is fantastic. Have you
I
watched
haven't
that?
watched it. No, I was waiting for it to
Cool.
end, which I know it already has now. So
Can we talk about the show You?
Yeah.
You?
Okay, so
Never seen it.
So Emily's like, hey, it's a really good show. You get through the first season, which that's like saying this is a really great car, but once you fix the engine.
well, yeah,
So
once you're done pushing it down the
right,
street.
right. So anyway, I tried to watch the show You, and I couldn't. I got like through 3 episodes. I'm like, I don't know. It's like I don't have the time for.
I
that
like
fucking-
it fine. It's a show I fall asleep watching, and if I fall asleep watching it, I don't like try to go back and figure it
Yeah,
out. I'm
right.
just kind of like, oh, next show,
It's-
next
it-
episode.
yeah.
Like, it's a show. It's on,
Right.
and I'll watch it, but
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, my kid liked it. She's like, episode or season 2 is even better than season 1. I'm like, I'm not getting through season 1. I can tell you that right now. Like this, I don't know what I would need
Well,
to
there's a
watch.
season 3 now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's really manic. I tried
haven't
to watch
watched
the
it.
first 2 episodes and I couldn't watch it.
Okay, so that's how I felt. Like, I'm like, bro, this is all stupid. Like, I think that was the word I used all the time when I was watching. I'm like, this is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not got a show, but I've taken an interest to Charlie Chaplin's work.
He's the OG.
So
You're an old soul.
Wasn't he a
Also-
pedophile?
do what?
Wasn't Charlie Chaplin a pedophile?
Well, now in the
Oh.
20s and the 30s,
Okay.
in the 20s and 30s, they were all pedophiles.
Were they?
The legal
Were they?
age was like 13 to marry.
it?
It was like 13.
Was it really?
So they were all pedophiles.
I
So
don't know.
you can't really
I think
judge.
I think there's like a documentary out about him
You can't really judge.
and how he was actually like a terrible fucking person.
But what about his work?
Well, that's
But
fine if you like his work, you like it.
See, that's
but
what I want
so,
on my head.
So what you have to So I can detract from a person in their work. Like Kevin Spacey's a pervert, right? Kevin Spacey's
Kevin
totally a
Spacey's
pervert.
a piece of shit, yeah.
House
But
of
he's a
Cards
great
is
actor.
Fucking fantastic.
He's a great
I never
actor.
watched it.
House
He's
of Cards.
a great actor.
Dude,
K-Pax is an awesome movie.
That's why you
Okay.
don't stand on that
he-
side of the train tracks, bro.
he played,
pushed that
uh,
chick right into
He
it.
played Bobby Darin. That was a good movie. So I can separate the two
But would
between their
you
work
say I'm
and their
into
person.
Kevin Spacey?
But do what?
Would you be like, oh, recently I've been really into Kevin Spacey. Like I've
But-
been really trying to watch
but
Kevin
I
Spacey
said his
movies.
work.
Yeah.
But I did
Okay,
say
okay.
Charlie Chaplin's work.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. So I watched a documentary on Charlie Chaplin, The Real Charlie. I watched it. And a lot of that shit he married young women. He did. But they were doing it that was kind of a normal
Okay.
thing back then. So not that they should have been, but it was not out of the
like
ordinary.
societal norms of
Right,
the
it
time.
was not out of the ordinary. So, but what I found out is that the FBI, because the FBI has always been used for political means, always, so from the beginning. The FBI and Hoover targeted him,
Osage
and they would
Indians,
they would feed the tabloids. The FBI would feed the tabloids made up stories about Charlie Chaplin, and then they would use those same stories that were out in the press against him, trying to get him deported because they thought he was a communism, trying to get him out of the country because
Okay,
they thought he was
okay.
communism. So there's a whole thing around it that's maybe
really
he was a
ignorant
turd,
about,
maybe he
I
was a
guess-
piece of shit, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe
Okay.
it was.
So you like his
But-
movies. You like
but-
his work.
But I've been
So that's cool.
I've been getting.
You're into those.
It's quiet.
so
you
I-
like that? That's what you like about it?
Well,
it's quiet.
What started it was The Great Dictator. If you've
Okay.
never seen the movie The Great Dictator,
Hinkle.
it's a I think I was getting to him midstream with that shit. But if you've not seen the movie The Great Dictator, it's a really good movie.
Okay.
So it's
That's
a long.
Charlie Chaplin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've not
It's
seen
a,
that.
it's a long movie.
Is it first color, right? Is that-
No, it's black and white.
Oh, it is.
Basically,
First audio.
basically Charlie Chaplin is a war hero in Germany. Comes back from World War One. He's got amnesia all this time. In the meantime of his amnesia, the Nazis take over. Turns out that Charlie Chaplin looks like it's kind of making fun of Hitler the whole
Okay.
time, and then somehow he ends up as the dictator's name is Hinkle. So sometimes he ends up all day yesterday. Every time I come in, I say, "Hi, Hinkle."
There's a guy. Hinkle.
But-
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his last name. So
So he ends up as the role as the dictator. He gives this awesome speech at the end of it. It's worth watching the whole movie just for
Okay.
that speech. But then I watched that, and then I watched the documentary, and then I watched The Kid, which is a silent movie. Great movie.
okay.
Great movie.
One of my favorite lines from a comedy movie, and it's so subtle that nobody laughs at it, but it's from Grandma's Boy.
I gave Charlie Chaplin
Hand job. And
Yeah.
he goes, was he silent?
Okay. Yeah.
What's he
But-
saying?
I love
so
that movie.
The Kid has absolutely no. It's got sound, it's got music and stuff like that, but there's no spoken word, and it's a very moving movie.
Nice.
It's
Okay.
a great movie.
Nice.
Movie.
Like
I
it
like
will-
that. That's a good.
It's only an hour long.
describer.
It's only an hour long too, but it will there's like emotion in it without the words.
That's-
Okay.
So that's
the way they
impressive.
do it.
That's pretty
It's-
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a question about society, about that stuff like you guys were talking.
And it's full of shtick too, so that's good too.
funny.
It's full of
Um,
comedy shtick. Charlie Chaplin.
some people can't separate a person's personal life from their work. So, like, for example, at the office, I had Michael Jackson playing one day, and somebody was like, "You can't play that."
I don't
I'm
think
like-
Michael Jackson
So I
did it.
think it's
I'm an example, like
According to
I
South
think-
Park.
separating
I
it
just don't
is
think he
important.
did.
I also think it's important, depending on the level of how much of a fan you are. of that person.
Right.
To just know, like, hey, this is what they were accused of, and or in the case of, like R. Kelly convicted of,
But even if you're convicted, are you really?
But yeah, I'm saying, like, if you know all of that and it doesn't, because for me, I'm not going to go out and seek out Michael Jackson music or R. Kelly music, but if I'm at the bar and a song comes on, I'm singing along. I know the words.
Because I'm coming out of the closet.
That's what I can jam.
Or whatever.
But,
you were stuck in it.
But yeah, like, I'm not going to continue to... but I'm not going to, like, continue to support it. Does that, like, financially?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Right. I don't support anything financially.
But everybody...
too many things financially.
Everybody's a piece of shit for some reason, so if you can't look past that and
Bro,
enjoy their work and enjoy their work.
Well, you don't think there's levels of pieces of shit, though, where... I'm not saying you can't enjoy their work, but I think maybe...
I don't think Michael Jackson did anything. I don't think Michael Jackson did anything.
That's your opinion.
So I don't. So there's a lot of
holes in the story.
There's a lot of kids. There's a lot of famous people. There's a lot of famous people who were children back then who knew Michael Jackson, and he didn't touch none of them.
Well,
and they explain like, do you hear
your reasoning is
so you hear
debunked like Catholicism or like like I wasn't touched in private school. That doesn't.
What do they say? But what do they say? They say that he had kids spend the night in his bedroom. So they'll all come out and tell you his bedroom is the size of a house. There was a movie theater in his bedroom. There was it wasn't like we were all...
draw the kids into his bedroom. They're like,
wasn't like we were
There's
all
a movie theater in here.
In the same bed. We would play with toys and watch movies and go and fall asleep. It wasn't like it was... it was the size of a house.
Did you ever hear...
You can groom people in a house?
Okay.
Did you ever hear that
I'm not saying he did it. I don't actually know. But for the sake of that...
There's some kind of
conversation.
These singers that are monks, and they're castrated when they're young, so their voice never changes, right?
Right.
And they say that his father, Joe, chemically castrated him when he was young, so that his voice could stay the way it was.
Though.
Are you sure it
he
says?
had children. Well, that's true. Yeah. I mean
that's the thing.
But there's just think of all the money that there was to gain from all this, and think about all that. I don't know. I just don't think he did it. I just don't.
I don't
think Casey Anthony did it either, by the way.
I think you don't want to believe that he did it. I think...
Well, I'm not a big fan of his, so I really don't care.
Yeah, I didn't really care.
I like his music.
I didn't even like his music.
So
but I'm
not
like a super fan.
Regular, right? Like I was saying, like if it comes on, I know it. Like
if it comes on,
in my childhood all the time.
What's funny?
I know it,
if it comes on, I turn it off.
It's just.
Oh really?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't like.
So
I just don't like. I don't like the
that's
music. Yeah, no.
I just think I'm more capable of an objectional view than most people are.
No,
okay. I mean, I will give it the objectionable.
Fucking better than us.
It's a weird thing how some people cannot get in trouble for it. Like, Jimmy Page, right?
I don't know who that is.
Steven Tyler.
Led Zeppelin. Jimmy Page,
Steven Tyler.
What Steven Tyler do?
Aerosmith.
I know what he do.
He married young girls.
Yeah, Jimmy Page.
Billy Idol.
He groomed young girls. He groomed them, and then would marry them when they were of age, because it wasn't of age was 17 back then or something like that.
Steven Tyler actually adopted a 16-year-old girl
to groom
so
her.
She could go on tour with him, and then he got her pregnant, and then he forced her to get an abortion.
Yep.
And there's there's like a documentary about a bunch of those rock stars. I want to say it's like in the UK. I don't even know how to watch it, but some like power feminist page I follow on Instagram tells you about that stuff.
Isn't that insane?
But man,
just power and money.
Yep, power and money.
That's why I'm sad about TikTok. I'm losing all my...
You need to get back on there, homie, before they take it away.
I lost... I was like the David Hasselhoff of India. Like, I had all these...
Money's money.
And that wasn't actually... Like, 1 million rupees is like $1.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't... The fucking rate... The exchange rate's terrible as fuck, right? And all I got was squiggly lines and hearts, and then, like, selfies. So it was really a traumatic experience.
So no going back for you.
I was like, bro, I'm no Jeremy over here. Right? Like, you can't be fucking with me like that. So.
Bobs and vagines.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see your bobs and vagines.
Your bobs.
Yeah, they were...
We don't know how to spell boobs. So
bobs and
or vagina.
Yeah.
Vagines.
Yeah, vagines.
So what's your favorite place that you worked?
Oh,
that is such a great question.
And why?
So everywhere I've worked at one point, not everywhere I've worked, most places. So like at one point working at Sloan's was my favorite place.
Right.
At one point working at Chop House was my favorite. Like boyfriends. Mm-hmm. There are those times where those hours, that amount of money, whatever it was, fit my lifestyle. Right now, it's the airport, baby.
Yeah.
It's a union job. I have
Jesus fuck, is it really?
my 40 hours. I have pension. I have
Holy
health
shit.
insurance. I have
Bro,
dental
are you
insurance.
hiring? Because I can talk to people at a bar. And,
Yes, they're hiring. Not bartenders. It's hard to get. But this is the thing. The power structure is a little messed up.
Oh,
You have
they-
to think union, and then you have, servers and bartenders who are making a lot of money.
Right.
Managers who are making great manager money, but they're doing a lot of shit work that usually falls down onto the employee. Most bars I worked at, who scrubs the floors? The bartenders do.
Right.
Not at the airport. I fold some napkins. Salt and pepper, sugar caddy is normal stuff. But
Right.
I'm on the clock, honey. It's union. It's an 8-hour shift.
Union
Like,
job.
gotta
That's
go.
awesome.
I
That's
didn't
super
realize that was a union. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
badass.
I'm incredibly union ignorant. I did not grow up in a union household. This is my very first time ever being part of a union, and I'm only a few months in.
Well,
But it's
Well, you have power,
But it's definitely.
calm down, Hoffa.
I know.
But no, it's definitely interesting. But it's not super hard on my body,
Nice.
and not for me. I can't handle that anymore. I can't work those 14, 15, 18-hour doubles that I used to swing. It's just. So I call it the retirement. I'm like, this is like bartending retirement.
Yeah, no, it sounds
It's
sounds
great.
really awesome. So
But I will say I get more 10% tips than I've ever gotten in my life. I get stiffed more than I've ever gotten in my life.
really,
I really sometimes feel like people who come to the airport bar are not people who go to bars normally.
right.
So they don't know how to behave. Or maybe they magically think that we all have a salaried job or we make more money.
Maybe they don't know
so
you're
tips aren't as
union.
important.
Maybe they know you're union and have a 401k, and they're like, I don't have none of that shit. I ain't tipping nothing.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Give me my
That's not
overpriced
fault.
beer.
Say it
I don't
again.
have a union
Say it
job.
again. Say it louder.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
That's right.
And so
So-
that all being said, though, sometimes you really can softly, like at Sloan's,
I've
you
never
see
been
it,
to the
you saw
Swans.
it. Sometimes we would have to just get really on these people.
Yeah. But as
But
far
at
as
the
group
airport,
people,
sometimes I just have to explain to them, hey man, we only have so many bar stools. There's a line coming outside the door. You've been sitting here for 2 hours and haven't ordered a drink. You're just on your computer. Respectfully, I'm going to need you to let someone else have your seat.
Right.
It's just,
Right.
this is real estate, honey. This is business.
Right. Absolutely.
So, it's
That's at the airport? You gotta do
very, very different than
that?
anywhere.
I can take that job. I'm
I've
pretty
ever
good at
worked.
telling people to leave.
Yeah. Well, it's weird, but it's
So-
cool. I like it.
So when I got arrested for the gun, and then I finally got back to the airport, so I had to learn how to ride the Metrolink. So I think I did it wrong, but I got there. I get back in. It's been hours from nicotine, and all my shit was already in Vegas, right? So I go to the bar, and he's like, "Can I get you? I'm like, can I have one of these beers and one of these shots? Go ahead and give me a Bloody Mary because I'm fucking starving." And he goes, "You want all three?" And I go, "Please and thank you." I didn't tell the bartender that I was arrested earlier, and then groped, and then literally waved my shit around.
Well, that was the best part of the whole thing.
I was,
should've.
dude, I was so fucking irritated.
You're really good at that.
I was actually really mad, so I was just trying to suppress all the anger.
I love when really mad men with suppressed anger sit at my bar.
Well,
my
I tip
favorite.
well, so
Okay.
I bet he did. I tip too well, I think. But anyway, yeah, no, I was like, I would like this, this, and this. And man, I felt better. Just to sit down, not being in cuffs, it
Do you
was,
feel like when you're in the airport, it's almost like you're in an alternate universe a little bit? Like, time is different in the airport. What day of the week it is, what time of the day
Like the
it
Tom
is.
Hanks movie?
A lot of times
Terminal.
you are
Terminal.
also, when you're flying, especially for these people with layovers, you're kind of letting go of a lot of control.
yeah.
And a lot of people can't handle that,
Yeah,
the changes in the schedules. Even if your flight's delayed by an hour, people will freak out.
Yeah, I normally don't freak out. So being arrested, sitting in 2 jails, riding a Metrolink wrong, and then finally getting there, getting back in. Oh, I had to find my laptop because they kept that. And then going through that stupid little thingy that scans your body. They didn't like something in my scan, so I had to go to the private room. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that was cool. So that was number 2 of the private rooms because they found my gun while I was in, being
You just really
fucking...
That was just
Bad day.
Yeah, it was.
bad day.
It was one of those days
It was a
where
bad day.
it was fucking comical. It was so bad. Like I was fucking dying.
I mean-
I was
Good.
laughing my ass off.
Yeah,
Friends all day.
but that's a story you'll have forever.
Yeah,
Story
I guess
you'll
so.
have forever.
Yeah,
And I doubt Vegas was any better. So
Vegas wasn't any better because I slept on the floor. So there's that. But for a few days, I don't even know how long I was there. Was I there like 5 days?
nah, 3.
Three
I
or
think 3
four.
You were gone
Yeah,
for
then I
4.
pull up in Vegas and I go out waiting for the guys to come pick me up, and then 3 cop cars, fucking airport police cars pull up, and I just started walking. I was like, I'll walk on the freeway before I fucking talk to another cop. I swear to God. I was
Yeah.
they pulled right up on me.
That's the rule. I'm telling you, that's the rule. When
What?
you get let out of a jail, you just start walking. That is the rule.
Well, that's what I did.
Why would you hang out where you were just
No.
stuck for
When
24 hours?
When I flew into Vegas,
Right.
I'm waiting at the airport pickup, and then 3 cops pull up. And I'm like, no, I'm done, and I
Right.
just started walking.
I would have just started walking anyway.
Yeah.
So you talked earlier about getting handcuffed a lot, getting arrested a lot. Have you ever been in jail, like booked, like dressed out?
Which
been-
which county?
Any of them? I guess. Well, it's a yes.
Right.
But how about St. Clair
That's what
County?
I was gonna
St. Clair County, I have not been booked. I had an issue with an Allerton cop back when that was its own police force, and but Jersey County, Madison County, I haven't been in. Like
I've
I
done,
haven't,
like,
I haven't changed out.
24 hours in Madison County a couple times.
I haven't changed out in Madison County.
But I was
Yeah.
in St. Clair for 6 days.
Yeah,
2 nights.
Jersey County, I had to do like 50 weekends. So, because I was,
Oh, okay.
I was in high
Weekend
school.
chicken.
Yeah, I was in high school, so I had to do 50 weekends. So I was change out 50 fucking weekends. And
Damn,
yeah,
that's-
no, it's a thing. So, and then St. Louis County, I've dressed out 2 or 3 times. So in St. Louis County, yeah,
I've been lucky. I've only been in Macoupin and Madison.
dressed out like we
Yeah,
had to change. Yeah, because I've been locked up and let go. Dude, I'm like a small fish. They just catch and release me all the time. So.
Oh, I didn't do my community service for driving on a suspended license, and that's 10 days. So
You had to
I
do
got
10
out on the
days?
6th.
In
Yeah, I was
St.
supposed
Clair?
to do 10 in St. Clair County. Yeah,
I've managed to avoid
in Madison
St. Clair.
County,
thank
you
Yeah,
you.
me too.
in Madison County you can buy your, you can pay more fines.
Yeah.
And buy out your community service, but in St. Clair County you have to do it.
That's kind of cool. It's
Well,
good for you to do.
But I'd rather
service.
be in jail for 6 days.
Well, sure.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Then go clean up the street and shit.
Yeah, pick up trash.
At 1 hour, I had like 260 hours.
Okay.
Oh.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was-
yeah. Jail's
And I
way
didn't
better,
have a
bro.
driver's And I didn't have a driver's license because I had just gotten
Right,
caught
right.
driving on a suspended license. I think
Right.
I was like 3 months pregnant with David.
Oh, jeez.
So I was like, I'm not doing any of this shit. So we just kept put it off, and then I did the jail time.
Nice.
You gotta find what you gotta do when you get community services. You gotta start making phone calls to places like Senior Services Plus or something you can handle doing,
Well, so I,
because
Was
you'll find
doing
out that
some-
that they give credit.
yeah. Well, I did a little bit. I did like some fish fries at the VFW and
There
all
you go.
that.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
And
Stuff like
that was
that.
cool, but it was like 260 hours. I'm sorry.
I don't even know
It
how
was
much
like,
that equates to.
you would get like
So
what is-
4
Wow.
hours a night.
10
So it
days.
takes so long to do
Yeah,
it.
no shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd probably do the time too. Fuck
Yeah,
it. Be
it's still
done.
Block A. You're in the trustee unit. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, you
It's-
can move a lot of dope if you're a trustee.
yeah, like it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
So I had
Ask
to
me
do,
how I know.
I had to do a bunch of hours too. And I ended up doing Meals on Wheels for Senior Services Plus,
Yeah.
Oh,
which
that's
wasn't
cool.
bad. You just drive around and deliver food.
No, that
So-
sounds awesome.
So, and you got credit for like 4 hours every time.
Yeah.
And you were only in the
4
van
hours,
for like
man,
an
that
hour
takes
and a half.
long time to get
so,
up to.
Two
Okay,
six-
so you're saying like you get more.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
you would get credited for at least. I think no matter what you do, you get credited for 4 hours. No matter how long
Okay.
you're there, I think you
Yeah.
get credited for 4 hours.
I don't know. I am rehabilitated first of all. Okay, like
We're
I'm
not.
not ever getting.
Yeah. No, I can go at any minute.
I'm not ever doing any of that again.
Bro, I
but
hold my breath
would
every
do-
time a
I
cop
would
comes
do
in.
jail time again
Right.
over the community service.
Yeah.
I almost didn't graduate chiropractic school because of community service hours.
Really?
So we used to, well, back in the 70s and
You're so hardcore.
I know, right? 70s through the 90s, the last semester of school, the doctors who are graduating would do something they call the trimester 10 march, and they'd all party, walk through the hallways with like water guns and ghetto blasters and make a bunch of noise and disrupt the whole school.
What fucking decade are we in?
I'm just saying
Okay.
music things or instruments, and you
Just
make a bunch of noise like.
Right.
It's chiropractic school, not Harvard.
Not college.
Right,
Okay,
not
go
Right,
ahead.
that's not college. And they go up to like administration floor and this and that. Well, it got banned because what they did one year was they decided to build a cross, and they took the cross in and put a teacher, one of the professors, on the cross and like carried them out.
Are you
And they
fucking
cracked his
serious?
back on, did
Yeah.
they like give him an adjustment? On the
Right,
cross?
right. Hey,
And
cool.
so, like,
I can see that.
Cool.
They carried this guy outside, and then they let the cross. He was on the cross. He lit it on fire. They did all this stuff. but the cops came, and like it was a big deal. So they banned it, and they said you can never do this again.
Right.
You can
So-
never burn
Right.
another
So-
teacher on the cross.
Right.
Like in
Better not.
like in trimester 9, they were like, we heard about this, and we were like, why don't they? We should do that. And we asked the professors, and they were like, dude, do not do it. You guys will get kicked out of school. And so it was like near. We had like a month left of school, and we're like, fuck it, we're doing it, right? So we had like our noisemakers and our balloons to pop and confetti and all this shit. Nothing sinister. And we
Right.
and we started going down the halls and banging pots and pans, doing this. The teachers, professors were locking their doors.
Well, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We went
They
to-
thought you were
yeah.
gonna
Last time
Right.
this happened, somebody got crucified.
Yeah, we went to the administration floor and did all this stuff, and we came back down, and dude, the president of the college came to our room, was like shaking mad, like he looked like Grimace, but he was like shaking mad, and he's like, you guys aren't gonna graduate, it's not gonna happen, you guys are gonna all get kicked out of school, and we're like, dude, you just took $150,000 from us, you can't just kick us out of school, we have our credits,
That's why Mr. Logan has all the money.
Yeah, so then we were like, I guess we're fucked, so we had to leave this campus that day. They called all of us, said we could come back the next day. He came in and he goes, you guys have to do 100 community service hours this month before you graduate, or you won't graduate.
How the fuck do you squeeze that in?
My sister worked at the home for like the mentally like disabled
Beverly
people.
Farms?
No, Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
She was a house
Nice.
or a house manager for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Challenge,
right on.
and she just filled out all my hours for me and assigned it.
And
which
you
I mean,
did it?
she didn't do that.
You right.
Yeah, but yes, that's like
You
my
just
hours.
got your
Listen,
fucking
so
degree
listen.
pulled.
So listen. So you went to a real college like you're a real doctor,
Uh-huh.
and you did community service
Right.
the same way. So it all fits right in, right?
So, fast
Not a
forward.
real college, not a real
Okay,
doctor,
so
not real
next
community
time, If I get in
service.
trouble, I won't go to jail. I'll call your sister.
Right. So you guys basically had an insurrection.
Yes.
You scared everybody.
Yes.
Right.
Was there a guy with a
Horns?
horn hat? And
I'm sure there was.
Yeah, I mean, it was everyone.
You-
it was probably Drew.
Right.
Dude, like
Right.
3 people didn't come on the march because they're like, we're gonna sit here, we're not doing it. But I mean, like, and they were like the real squares,
Right.
but like even the Mormons came. And went on the march.
Even the Mormons came.
Yeah. And there was at least a third of the class was Mormons. They all
Really?
came on the march. Yeah.
No shit. Fucking Utah's got chiropractors on lock.
Right.
All right. Can't no TikTok, but you can get adjusted.
You can't. South Park's banned in Utah. 90% of the movies that you can watch is Footloose is banned in Utah.
Is it really? Cigar-
Footloose
Dancing
is
is
banned in
banned.
Utah.
Well, cigars are taxed 88%. Not banned, but
Yeah,
you're
I believe
effingly
it.
retarded if you fucking
You-
open a cigar shop there.
You will actually go to jail in Utah if you have an overdue library book.
I'm gonna tell you, though.
actually go to jail
What?
and sit for an overdue library book.
One of
Yes.
my favorite states to
Yes.
visit, though. It is
Yes.
absolutely
Beautiful.
stunning. It is.
It is a pretty state.
God
What?
damn
I
it.
feel like a lot of people are moving to Utah right now.
It is a well, they're
Like
stupid.
I know a lot of people coming from like California and even like Denver area, moving towards Utah.
Well, it's probably cheaper real estate at the time, but it's basically Denver, but
Well, there was a whole thing about how their infrastructure is just like cannot handle the amount of people that are moving there right now.
So, when I went through Utah in '99, there was a city called Cedar City. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I went back in 2003, and it was
yep.
just terrible.
Was it all yuppied?
Just terrible.
All
There
yuppied
were
up?
there were houses as far as you could see.
Yeah.
And before there wasn't, Main Street was completely changed, and there was a super center there, and it was not what it was in '99.
So the natural beauty had.
Dude, it was beautiful in '99.
Did you ever go to
Beautiful.
Salt Flats out there?
No, we stayed like 2 nights.
No, I stayed.
Car was broke down.
I took Emily to the Salt Flats and talk about energy, man. So the Bonneville Salt Flats is where like every land speed record in the world is broken.
Okay.
It is literally where the fastest vehicles in the world go to prove it. It is.
Okay.
So I went there and I was heading out to like Lake Tahoe or some shit. So it was
Shit.
yeah,
Casual.
yeah, right.
Casual days
It was actually, yeah. So I quit my job, so I just took my kid and we went on a 10-day adventure, fucking
great.
around the
Love
country.
it.
So anyway, we stopped and we're like, hey, that's salt. So we stopped and my kid's like, does it taste like salt? And I was like, I don't know. So we got down and licked the ground. So, no,
As you do.
As you should.
Yeah.
It's good for you, right?
Well,
It's
right.
amazing.
So it's real hard, like obviously, because cars drive on it, right?
Right.
So I didn't taste anything. So we get back. It was a little rest stop there, and you could see it. And it was really cool. So then we leave, and it says Bonneville Salt Flats this way, and I'm like, well, fucking Christ, we had no agenda. So
Right.
we went, and we pull up. I get out, and there's one guy sitting in like a rental RV, like the rent RV fucking thing, sitting on a roof in a lawn chair. And there's nobody else there. He's just there staring at the fucking hazy shit. Like, just waiting for guys like me to show up in a new Camaro. And I drive out there. So I go out there and I, like, walk it first. I'm like, okay, like, I guess I can drive on this. So I move everything around the car because, we're road tripping, so we have Twizzlers everywhere and stuff. And so we secure everything. And we go out there and just do 80-mile-an-hour drifts in circles and fucking... I did so much that the GPS in the car the compass in the car had no idea where I was. And then, like, it was just, like, literally blanked out. I just spun around so many fucking... Fantastic time, right? And then I got out of the car, and then I had no idea which way to go back. I had
Okay.
no clue. It was all the fucking same. It was insanely fucking cool. And but when I got out of the car before I drove out there, and it's because there's an asphalt road and like a little cul-de-sac, I could feel it. I could feel the fucking everything about that place. It was
Yeah.
it's so fucking badass.
I think there's a conspiracy about that place. You might know what I'm talking about. It's the rocks that move themselves. Have you seen that?
I've heard something like that.
So like these big huge boulders,
I don't know about,
and they'll be.
I don't know about out in Salt Flats, but
It's somewhere in a dry lake like that out there.
Yeah.
These huge rocks just go by themselves on the ground and leave like 100-yard trails behind them.
Really?
You can look at the
Yeah.
picture.
I
Yeah.
don't know about
trees too. They say the trees move out there.
Really?
Well, my trees move in the backyard when it's windy.
Well, no, they say they get up and move.
Oh, they get
walk.
up and move.
Yeah, they walk. They walk. That's somewhere out there too. I don't think that's there because obviously that's barren.
Well, yeah, there's
nothing
not-
there.
Okay, it's Death Valley. I lied.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah,
I've been in Death Valley too, but I didn't stop. Because,
Yeah, that's where the trees move. That's where the trees walk too.
really.
Yeah, explain it like
Oh yeah, I see that rock.
yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
And they just move it. Like look at that sky view of that.
No shit.
Yeah. I
How
don't
the
think you can see it
how the
far
fucking
away.
rocks move?
Okay.
Exactly. So I mean, who knows? The thing is, it's aliens, of course.
Aliens,
I
Aliens.
love aliens. I love that idea.
Do they exist?
I hope so.
definitely.
They definitely exist.
Oh yeah, 100%,
Yeah,
1,000%.
Yeah.
You would never convince me otherwise.
yeah.
Ever.
They've always been here.
Would you be a fangirl or would you be scared if they came and just posted up?
Again, it's the vibes, man. I don't know. What do I feel immediately when it happens?
I see Casey. Remember in Independence Day, the one lady
Yeah,
got the bag.
yeah, that's what
I
I
see
mean.
Casey like, come on, let's party, bro.
Vaporized.
And then she gets vaporized. The whole
And you know
building's gone.
what? Honestly, if they're gonna be mean aliens, it's just like zombie apocalypse. Fine, vaporize me in the beginning.
Right.
I'm not I'm not a
Right,
survivor.
right.
I don't need to survive.
Hey, I watched a new movie to me yesterday. It was Winnie the Pooh, Honey and Blood.
Like the scary one.
Oh, is that
Or
that
the
streaming?
murdery
Yes.
one.
Yeah,
It's on.
murdering
Yeah,
streaming.
it's on Legato.
I saw 10 minutes of it when I was here, and it was horrifying.
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
Yes.
that it existed, and that was enough for me.
No, it was Hinkle was in, so I was like,
Right.
"What is this terrible looking movie?" And I was right.
Right.
So, yeah, fantastic. So, quality B movie. So,
As good or better than Armageddon.
oh, nothing's better than Lamageddon. We already know this.
All right.
Yeah.
Lamageddon?
Oh my
Lamageddon.
God, Drew. Yeah, it's-
Armageddon.
you know what? We should really take a big dose and fucking watch Lamageddon and see what fucking happens in.
Tubi is full of just absolutely wonderful B movies. They're just
Is Lamageddon on Tubi?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
No, Armageddon isn't on Tubi.
No, it's on
I think
Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime free.
Yeah,
I
free.
think Velocipaster is though.
Yeah.
Did it take over the world?
Velocipaster's another
Huh?
good one.
Did the llamas just take
No.
over the world?
No,
dude, this
no
was-
spoilers, bro.
Okay.
Right.
No spoilers. Just look at the spacecraft, though. It's fucking
Right.
I
Yes.
mean, big budget shit.
Yes.
Lamageddon.
Lamageddon.
Velocipaster's another good one.
Yeah, you gotta start with Lamageddon, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sets the bar.
You gotta start with Armageddon.
Yeah,
I'd be down for a big dose and a little movie party.
Oh, bro, this shit.
I would be so down.
This shit will have you thinking sober.
You're like, what is happening?
Right. Yes. No. And then if you pick up on the little Easter eggs, then you can't see the rest of the movie at all. Like,
okay.
Yeah, we've literally watched it a few times.
I feel like, you're a big fan.
Yeah. No, it's #1 movie in the world.
It's a good movie.
When it first dropped on Amazon, it was $1,000,001 or something like that to rent it. Yeah.
That's like its claim to fame.
Yeah. It was over $1 million to fucking stream it.
Movie. I can't even. It doesn't matter because I can't remember what it's called or tell you anything about it. But so I mean that's so stupid.
You sound so much like me.
I remember one of my friends looking for it, and he finally found it, and he could only buy it like on some weird. Yeah. It was like not really DVD, and it was like $68, and it was super bizarre how to watch it. And I'm like, how does this movie exist?
Right, so hard to get.
It's so hard to watch. Right.
Yeah, I got some like 8mm reel-to-reels that are kind of.
I feel that way about stuff on Apple Play.
Apple TV?
Yeah, Apple TV, because I don't have Apple TV. I'm not going to go get Apple TV, so do I not get to watch any of the shit on Apple TV?
You can have my Apple TV. I've got room for one more.
There's a really, really good movie on Apple TV, too. Called Finch.
Finch?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Is that about little birds?
It's Tom Hanks.
Oh.
It's that Tom Hanks movie I watched where they're they're in time or post-apocalyptic, and they're traveling in the RV. He's got the robot, and the robot's learning. I watched it up here. You were here when I watched it.
That doesn't mean I remember any part of it.
Yeah, it's really good movie.
I'll watch that. I've got Apple TV.
Really good movie.
So how'd you watch it if you don't have Apple TV?
Streaming service.
Legato.
I turned on a different movie on cinema, and I got that movie, and I'm the kind of person that was just whatever.
Right.
And I watched it, and I was like, that's a good movie.
You're lucky it wasn't another Marvel movie, because every time I try to watch some shit, I'm back to Iron Man again. Right. I'm like, God damn it.
They're fine films.
You know what? I do enjoy them.
Really not.
I do enjoy them.
Really, they're not.
They're action packs. The cinematography is really fucking great. At no point.
I mean, yes, but they're not.
At no point do I go, that didn't look real.
I'm a story-driven person, and they're just not good stories. And I read the comic books. I liked the comic books.
That's probably why I don't like the movies.
Not good story. They're good. They're entertaining. I watch them.
Dude, I'm done.
I enjoy them.
I just sit there
and
it's the glowing box shows me stuff that's appealing to my eyes, and it's good to me. So
that's what I hate about Disney is they. For years, I bought Star Wars books, like novels, right? Big and 800-900 page books. I had 100 of them, and it told the story, filled the gaps, right, as it does, and then after and before and all that stuff. So this universe is already created. It's already approved by George Lucas, and then I had all this stuff in my head, like what happened, and Disney bought it, and they eliminated that.
So a lot of the problem people have when they read the books and they go to the movies, you have to adapt some things to look better on screen and be more entertaining than you can in a book. Because when you're reading a book is describing it to you. And if it's a good author, they're doing a really good job describing. The TV's not describing it to you; it's showing it to you. So they got to change some things. I hate it when people do that. They're like, "Oh, they changed this, and it was better in the book." Well, they changed it because it wasn't going to be good on screen.
Right.
So you gotta kind of roll with that. I mean, if you're into the books, don't watch the movies. I won't watch Ghost Rider because that was my favorite comic book. I won't watch it.
But they literally changed the story, though.
Oh.
They said these books that were approved to be canon in the universe are no longer that. We're going to make our own. So those don't count. So everybody else who watches the movies and you tell them, this shit happened.
That's probably like money.
No, yeah. So that was annoying.
So I'm gonna go back against your questions with my own question, Drew.
Yes.
Good books. It's a good book you read recently. Go around the table with that. Or your favorite book you've ever read.
The one I'm reading currently is called In the Shadow of the Shaman. And it teaches you... I had a patient of mine. He's passed away. He had lung cancer. He was a really good guy. Named Chris Sutton. And he was a shaman. And he would come in and do energy work with me and do all these things. And me working on him, he kind of convinced me that I have that ability in me. I just have to cultivate it and develop it as a healer. So before he passed away, he gave me a book, and it was called In the Shadow of the Shaman. I'm about halfway through it, and it's really deep. Like, it's not one where you can read fast. It's like you can read a couple pages and you got to digest it, and try to remember it. But it teaches you how to perform ceremonies, how to reach spirit, and find your connection to everything. It's a pretty cool book.
Favorite book? Would that be it?
It's not my favorite book. I'm gonna go back to high school because it taught a lot of lessons. It's not a like a literary masterpiece, but it's one we had to read. It was called The Chocolate Wars. Did you ever have to read it? It was a kind of a story about like a private school and just kind of the things that happened there, and they had a battle to sell these chocolates and stuff, and how some people bullies and heroes and stuff, and kind of went together. But we had to do a big report on it. It was good. So
That was your favorite book?
as a kid, I don't know right now. There's a lot I
Yeah.
like, but
Right.
but as far as like having an
What's
impact of like
What's your favorite kind of book though? Like
fiction.
fiction or philosophy or
I say history and philosophy probably, because history is written by the victors, right?
Right.
So you can read 3 different books by 3 different people. They're going to give you a different opinion of what actually happened. So what actually happened, So it's
Right,
kind of
right.
seeing other people's views on things.
right.
So
Casey?
Okay. So I read like 3 books at a time, all the time, right? Depending on what I'm doing. I just finished one called Ugly Love. It's a Colleen Hoover book. I really hope none of you guys know about it. It's
Okay.
it's a
Good.
trashy chick book. These people are just constantly having sex the whole
Romance
book.
novel.
Yeah, but it's not even. It's kind of romance, but it's just that kind of like. I don't know. There's sometimes some true crime involved. Well, it's not true because it's a fake book, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Trashy books like that. I love that. That's entertainment.
Okay.
I also just read Flowers of the Osage Moon. Do you guys know about that one? You were talking about the FBI. So
Right.
this was when the FBI was very first started. It was one of the first cases, and the Osage Indians at that time carried more wealth than anyone in the world. Anyone in the world.
Right.
And it was because where they had been pushed out to, there was oil everywhere. So the Osage Indians then, they had the wealth, and then it would, pass down.
Mm-hmm.
And so what was happening is these white men were coming in, marrying these Indian women, and then murdering them
oh shit.
and taking all of their money. And it was a big conspiracy with some banks, some government. There was all kinds of crazy shit going on. And
So it's a documentary
so
style.
Right.
yeah, so they're actually making a movie right now.
Right.
It has, I know Leonardo DiCaprio's in it, and I know like Sturgill Simpson,
Mhm.
Jason Isbell are in it.
What's the name of that book again?
Flowers of the Osage Moon.
Okay.
So, God, this is so stupid, like a director that everybody knows.
I don't know.
Not Steven Spielberg. but
That's what I
another
was gonna say.
one. Not another one. One of the ones that everyone's like, oh my God, it's a Scorsese, Martin Scorsese.
Okay.
He's the
Director.
guy. Yeah, so it's a Martin Scorsese.
So it's gonna be really weird. It's gonna be a
But,
really gritty, weird movie.
Or
Yeah, 'cause
Scorsese movies are generally gritty.
He does all like the
weird.
gangs of New York and all that kind of stuff, right? He did that.
I don't know if that was Scorsese. Scorsese is Taxi Driver.
I don't know that
Yeah, so this is, like I said, this
With
is
Queen-
some really dark shit.
one. With
so,
Queen Latifah?
No, Taxi Driver with
with Ronald De Niro. Robert
yeah, Robert
De Niro.
De Niro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
Ronald
talking
De
to me?
Niro, Robert
Are you
De Niro.
talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to? I don't see anyone else here. You must be talking to me.
So anyway.
Taxi Driver.
So that's a cool book that I just read.
That is Scorsese. Gangs of New
And
York.
then, yeah.
Good movie. One of my favorite actors, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, yes.
He is
no, it was-
fantastic.
Fucking love method actors.
Dude.
There will be
He's
blood.
like a scary method
Drink
actor.
it
He's
up.
so intense.
Drink your milk.
Yeah,
He's
there will be
so
blood.
intense. But yeah, I definitely like
Book.
history and
Yeah.
trash novels. Those are my two.
Trash
Yeah.
novels.
I mean,
Yeah.
they are what they are.
Yeah.
But
I don't read.
Oh well. Okay.
Right.
Business books.
That's all I read.
Right.
Hmm.
Business, marketing, budgets.
Do you have any conspiracy theories that you ascribe to?
On the topic though, real quick, on the topic of the Indians, if you don't know anything about Indian boarding schools, look that shit
I
up.
know a lot about it.
Look
I'm
that
school.
shit
Native
up.
American.
I'm scared.
schools, yeah.
Dude,
I
on
know a lot.
the latest, because I didn't know it was like that. On the latest season of Yellowstone, one of the spinoffs, it's like 19 something, 20
Yeah,
something, whatever it's called. Anyways, every episode, this girl, I'm sure she's gonna take a larger part in the show, but she's in this Indian boarding school out in the cut, middle of fucking nowhere, and those nuns were horrible to them.
Oh yeah, and that didn't stop until
96.
our lifetime. Yeah, my lifetime.
96.
1996.
And you still have that was so fucked up, and then the murdered and missing Indigenous women. That's fucked up.
And
Like it's yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, there's still they don't call them Indian, they don't call them boarding schools anymore, but there's still schools like that out there.
Really?
So Indian, yeah. You want to talk about mistreatment of people, Indian boarding schools. So terrible, terrible things they did to these kids.
Do you think that the people felt that they were inferior race, or that they were evil because of not believing in Catholicism or Christianity?
In the beginning,
Yeah.
maybe it was
inferior.
maybe it was the religious thing, but there towards the end, I think it was just psychotic people finding an outlet, and that was their outlet.
Gotta have a common
Because
enemy.
the things they did were psychotic. Absolutely. The things that happened in those schools make Gacy look like a choir boy. Wow. Yeah.
So did you watch this, or did you read it?
I watched a documentary on it.
Okay.
I didn't read about it. I read philosophical books. That's really all I ever read. So
Okay.
I read Dante and shit like that. So
So fancy.
Of course you
The
do.
Inferno.
Of course you do.
Right.
why?
Right.
What do you mean? Of course I do.
Of course you do.
Right.
I just want to watch you watch that movie and get moved. I want to see what you moved.
What movie? The kid?
The Dictator? Is that the one he said
Oh no, the
moved
kid.
you?
The kid was the
Oh,
one.
the kid's the one that
moved
moved you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Has any movie ever made you cry?
No.
No.
It's just a movie, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a movie.
Fucking Ricky?
God, every movie
Just a
makes me
movie.
cry.
Fucking Ricky?
Fucking commercials. When I had a brain tumor and it was really pumping that shit in my system, I could watch a commercial and I would just start fucking crying. It'd be like a toilet paper commercial. I'd be like, fuck, man, they don't have any toilet paper.
Yeah, bro.
The toilet paper on his ass. Oh my god.
When I got off the testosterone, the fucking jet stream would make me cry watching the weather. Like it's gonna get cold, and I'm like, oh, the plants smell. Dude, I was like, I had no testosterone because I went from such a huge dose to 0, and then it was like, I'm like, why am I crying at this fucking commercial? And I was crying at fucking every commercial. The weather made me cry. So it's
The Divine Comedy is the name of it. It's Inferno. I don't know all of them. Inferno.
what are you
That's
talking?
the Dante book you're
Dante.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Dante's
He goes
Inferno
through
is
every
what
every
hell
levels
is,
of hell.
right?
He
Right?
goes
They
through all
base
levels of
hell on
hells,
Dante's
and then
Inferno.
as he goes down, and then he reascends. Yeah, and he describes every level and talks to people on every level. It's actually a good book. It's kind of hard to read, but it's
But that's how
'cause it's set up to
Christianity
be poetic.
teaches hell now, as Dante's Inferno. Like Dante's Inferno
Yeah, isn't that funny?
explained it, and then the church came in and they were like, yeah,
Because they
yeah,
can't
that is hell.
because they can't
This
have their
is
own
hell.
idea.
Yeah, right.
So they used Dante's Inferno
Because
to
they can't
describe
have their
hell.
own ideas.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. But I also like the Iliad,
Yeah.
Okay.
Homer's
Yes.
Odyssey,
Yes. I read all those in high school.
those kinds of things.
High school sounds exciting.
When I was in high
Council,
school,
I mean, it was exciting. Council High School.
when I was in high school, I memorized the entire poem "The Raven" to recite,
Okay.
and I was only allowed to recite so much of it because of how long the Raven is. But
Never
what
more.
a waste!
Quote the Raven Nevermore.
What
yeah,
a
that's-
waste!
Can you do it now?
I can do some of it.
Yeah.
I can do part of it.
Yeah, nice.
Dude, what was the one Edgar Allan Poe? Was it The Pit and the Pendulum? That one's awesome.
I haven't read Poe in a long time, so I'm not gonna. The Telltale Heart and the Raven are the ones I remember.
Yeah, Telltale Heart's good. And then Annabelle Lee. That was always my favorite.
So-
Edgar Allan Poe.
What's that one?
Annabelle Lee, She Lived by the Sea.
I know. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I mean, she died. I can't recite it, but she did.
Well, of course she died. It's,
Edgar Allan
it's a
Poe.
Poe poem.
It's Edgar Allan Poe. Guess what?
Of course she died.
He loved her. She's dead. Okay.
He's the original goth.
Yeah.
They summoned him on the South Park episode.
I mean, he died on his own birthday. That is the most goth thing to do.
It's pretty legit.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
A lot of people die on their birthday.
Do they?
Do you think it's like you're just like, oh, I made it, and then your body just gives out?
Nah, I'm normally real smashed. And
Oh.
Hey, I'm done.
Right. Smashed, getting a ride in the back of a truck.
But,
We go 4-wheeling and I fly out.
Whoa.
So movies have to be story driven, but that's why a lot of people are upset about movies because they got to change it to help the story because you're not reading it no more.
Well, and there's a certain formula that makes those films successful, like the Avengers and all that stuff. Like,
Right,
it's the
right.
same story over and over
Well,
again.
no, the Marvel movies are just bright flashes on the screen.
Yes.
That's what people like. And
Yes.
it's entertaining. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong. I watch them.
Give it all to me.
The only one I won't watch is Black Panther, and that's because it's racist. But
I watched the second one.
racist.
I think.
That is the most racist movie on television. That movie's more racist than Roots.
I don't know what Roots is.
Towards who?
Black people.
How's it racist? I'm asking because I don't know.
Have you seen the movie?
Yes.
All right. So they have all this technology, The what are they? The
Wakandans?
The Wakandans. They have all this technology. They're so technologically advanced, right? But they still grunt and fight to death on the side of a mountain to see who's going to win.
Are you talking about the other tribe? Or, yeah.
Both of them. Both of them.
Even the main ones. That's how they pass their.
And here's the most racist part for me. This is what made me go, this is racist. Why is there a pimp? Why is there got to be a pimp in every black civilization? There's a pimp. Why is there a pimp in Wakanda?
There's white pimps. And there's pimps in every single
Why is there a pimp in Wakanda? Why?
Why not have a pimp?
I don't remember the pimp.
I don't remember the pimp. Tell me, because I don't remember.
The guy with the green suit? It's even the guy that plays the pimp in the movies. In a lot of the movies where there's supposed to be a pimp. It's even the guy that plays it. There's a guy in a green suit. Everybody else is either technologically advanced or wearing furs. There's a guy in a green suit with a cane.
So, do you think that they did that like on purpose to be racist, or they thought that would help some people in that culture identify with the movie more?
I think they did it for entertainment purposes to attract
money.
The people they were money to attract the people.
I also think every society has a pimp.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's just a part of.
I grew up listening to a pimp.
To attract the people that they were their audience. To attract their audience.
To attract money.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Oh yeah.
That's all it is.
Money,
it's just money.
But it's racist.
We're not going to spend $20 million to make this movie to not make money. It's always about money.
But they were targeting a certain group of people with the movie.
Yeah.
And so they added certain things into this movie.
To relate to them.
Yes. Yes. It's racist. But every movie does that.
Right.
They all do it.
Sure.
But
so it's like
this one just didn't play well.
It's kind of like you're saying it's like reverse racism towards black people, because
it's like,
you know what I mean. Like it's not racist towards anybody else, but they're showing parts of culture that they're sticking on the screen that don't necessarily just apply to them, but they're using them because
it has no point.
You know what I mean?
Where's the fit in the movie?
I don't know. I guess for me personally, I don't feel comfortable even speaking on racism as a person who's not.
Right. No, but
where's the pimp fit into the story?
Right. I can see where people have different opinions, but I also think that like
he's just there.
I mean, is this a common belief that people on both sides think it's a racist movie? I'm really ignorant to Marvel stuff.
No, they don't.
I went to that movie and I fell asleep in 20 minutes. I was with my kid. I took a nap.
Right.
Like those chairs are so comfortable.
I know. I used to sleep all the time in the theater. My kid would be like, "You're snoring."
Wake up.
I think
I fell
after
asleep.
Iron Man, I got so far behind on those movies that I just never.
Yeah, you need like a week and a half to catch up now. Right.
If I have a week and a half, I'm not doing
that's
that.
260 hours.
Yeah. If I have a week and a half,
there's way better movies out there.
That, so.
Yeah.
Watch Papillon.
Hey, it's
a better movie.
It's noon.
It's noon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go open.
Oh, for all the customers banging down the door.
Yeah, well, we're
on
probably
this rainy, miserable
guy and
day.
his dad will be back.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe that guy and his dad will be back.
I doubt it.
No.
I highly doubt it.
Well, probably because you didn't hug him.
Like, hey,
he was in from Arizona.
No.
He was in from Arizona, and the kid. I guess the kid's local. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
He was in from Arizona.
Right on. So, Casey, thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you guys for
it's been fun.
me. This was fun.
You weren't our first girl, but
okay.
and hopefully not our
hopefully
last
I won't
girl.
be the last.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We'll see how it pans out. The last girl we had was a 70-year-old guy named Bob, because the girl that was scheduled.
Cody never shows up.
Yeah, Cody had to go to work and out of town, so Bob was just here, and I'm like, Bob, you're gonna be Cody. And he goes, I don't know what that means, and I'm like, well, sit down, have a seat, Bob. So, but very cool. You got you want to share anything? You want to say anything before we sign off?
No, man, I'm good. This was fun.
Nice.
Thank you guys.
Good
Thanks
whiskey, good cigar.
Thanks for the bourbon. Thanks for the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like that cigar more or less or about the same
About
as?
the same. Let's say the same.
Yeah. It's same family, same guy, same maker. So I just got you something sweet instead.
Yeah,
so.
that's good. I'm a fan.
Drew, what'd you smoke? Fat Bottom Betty?
Yep, Fat Bottom Betty.
Nice.
Good.
Good as always.
Yes.
Very nice.
We're going to have to get you into real cigars.
In time. He smokes Peacemaker from time to
We're
time.
smoking a real cigar next one.
Ah.
How'd you guys get into cigars? How, like...
We don't. We do the question asking here.
You asked me. How long have you been doing this? Like forever?
Terrible
I mean,
habits.
it's just a forever thing.
No, I turned 18 and I honestly just loved fucking mob movies and gangster movies.
Yeah.
And so when I turned 18, the only place to buy cigars back then was Walgreens. So I went to Walgreens, bought a 3-pack of Churchill-sized Maduro cigars, so the biggest, darkest cigars there were. Lit it up and said, yep, this is me now. And never bought a pack of cigarettes, never... by then I was done with the weed. I didn't like the weed. And So yeah, I've smoked cigars ever since. So
Okay.
Chuck came in because he was hiding from the cops and just started smoking cigars.
I've always liked cigars. I feel like they're a bit like they're divisive. So many people.
But
for me, I've always loved cigar smoke. So I'm like,
yeah,
I smoked Cowboy Killers from the time I was 13 to the time I was 21.
Reds?
Yeah, Reds. Of course, Reds. What else would I smoke? I'm
Oh.
a man. I'm a man, Drew.
How much were they back then? Like $1?
They were $2.50 if you got them out of the bowling alley machine.
Oh, that's high.
And if you went to Bethalto Bowling Alley and bought them,
Right.
you had remember the machine. You had to pull that rod that made that noise.
Yeah.
Well, you had to like be ready, because if they caught you buying them at 14 at the bowling alley, you wouldn't get your money back, but they take the cigarettes from you.
Yeah.
So you had to be ready. You had to pull the knob, grab the cigarettes, and book it.
How many people are involved in this operation? You got to look out. You
Nope,
got to fucking.
only one person went in because they seen more than one of us coming
They
in.
knew what you were doing.
They know what was going
Yeah,
on.
you gotta be
Fuck,
slick.
dude. It was like Ocean's 1.
So right. So
We always do this when we try to shut it down. We keep going.
Yeah.
But on the topic, real quick, you smoked that cigar today. Earlier, when you arrived, you said that you're fine smoking with the wooden tip, the junk ones. But is there a difference? Because I never smoked those. So is there a difference in how it tastes and sits on your body? Do you know what I mean?
Well, sure. Those are much harsher. I think those are definitely like harsher. That's smoother.
Okay.
You know, I don't feel like I just smoked a whole cigar. You know, I don't have that like.
Yeah. Well, and I wanted to get something that, so like when we introduce someone to cigars, we try to get them into something that they're like, you know what, that was a great experience. I'd like to do that again. You know, and it's not so much the cigar that you burned, it was what you're doing while you're smoking it. So
Right.
you get to enjoy this, it's supposed to elevate this experience of doing a podcast with, 3 knuckleheads. And then, so it's like you get something tasty, something good on the palate, pairs nice with whiskey, and then, you have a good conversation.
Yeah.
So,
No, I liked it.
Awesome.
Good vibe.
cool. All right. You got anything, Drew?
I think that's it. I'm good.
All right. Well, you got anything?
I don't got nothing.
I know.
I never have nothing.
I know. Nothing.
I'm the comic relief,
You're here to push buttons.
basically.
Push buttons and upload later.
Right.
Right. All right. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Casey, for coming on again. And do you got anybody in the pipe for next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. So look forward to next week. We'll have another guest.